And we are back for another episode. Down one co-host. Welcome back to the Peace Pipe Podcast, where we talk about every topic. It's a Native American podcast, but we talk about everything. But at the same time, we are down one co-host. But to my, I guess it's your guys' right, my left, my whatever. Anyway, we got Anthony over here tonight with us here, like normal. We got me here tonight, so we're missing Xavier, but it's all good. So how are
Yeah,
you doing, Anthony?
we're down one of the Musketeers tonight. But everybody, welcome to another Peace Pie podcast.
You got a 3 day weekend, right?
Oh yeah, you fucking right. And if I didn't, I would have fucking called in too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm here. Fucking cheers, Dave. Got me a nice mango beer and
Uh,
Star.
trend one. But we got some good topics tonight. And before we get into the topics, though, if you guys haven't already, please like, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know what you guys would like us to talk about in the near future, something, anything. If we have touched this topic that you want us to get further into and go further into that rabbit hole, please let us know as well. But I'm going to let Anthony start us off with the first one.
All right. Well, today, since tomorrow is Memorial Day, hats off to all the men and the women and all of the services that made it possible for all of us to be an American and to have freedom. And most importantly, don't forget also the Native Americans that were a part of that and don't get the recognition. And that's why I want to bring up Ira Hayes. He's in a native, excuse me. He's in a Marine immortalized in the raising of the American flag in Iwo Jima. He's one of the 6 Marines that raised the flags, and he battled with alcoholism for a long time after he came home from service. And he died in the Arizona desert while drunk in 1955 after he came home after his service. So hats off to that man, a Native American, a true immortalized American hero. And to all the Americans, all the soldiers out there that lost their lives. This one's for you, man.
Cheers on that. My dad served 22 years, bridge tank, and I can't say I have a lot of memories about it, but I do remember being in a tank when I was a kid, and that was like one of the coolest things ever. But to those who served, happy Memorial Day. Um, God bless them. They.
Oh yeah, for all the Marines and soldiers and everyone in the service, thank you for your service.
Yep, truly.
All right
My dad
then.
did. But yeah, no, he did bridge tank, and he was in the Gulf War.
In the Gulf War? Oh man.
He was, or no, sorry. Desert Desert Storm was that might be it.
Oh yeah. My uncle was in Desert Storm too. He
Yeah.
was a medic in the Desert Storm, and he's funny. He's like, oh, when I got into the military, my uncle's kind of weird too. He's like, he's from the '60s. He was born in the '60s, so he's like flower power. So he's a little flamboyant. He's not gay. He's got a family and all that, But if you talk to him,
He's not gay, but
yeah, he acts a little gay, but he's good people. But he just like, oh man, I went to the military. I want to be a part of something not too dangerous. So I said I want to be in medical aid. And he's like, oh, but it was real dangerous because you're in front lines of people getting shot and killed and shit. I'm like, oh damn, that's crazy. Yeah, my uncle, he's been in Desert Storm too. I had one of those pictures of him being in the tank. I remember that growing up. My grandma had a picture of him on the wall with him on top of a tank in Desert Storm. Like, hell yeah. Badass, man.
that's awesome. Oh yeah. So let's get into one of the cool topics, bro. And you, this was one of yours, and it'd be nice if X was here to put in his opinion, but gotta bust his balls for not being here.
We will call him later. If he's asleep, we will bug the shit out of him. He ain't dying today, so yeah. Today, all right. Anyways, but yeah, one of the first topics. Oh, you want to talk about the cloning and doppelgangers and shit like that?
Right.
All right, let's get into it. So, like the big controversy about it. This started with a long time. I think it was early 2000s was this dude named Donald Marshall, and this dude named Donald Marshall, he had a interview somewhere on the internet about him saying that how people were linked, and this is what. Okay, I know it may sound fucking crazy to everybody, but the thing is, like, the worst thing you can call somebody is crazy. So I would rather give people, like, maybe what you're saying is truthful in some point, or maybe you're too fucked up to know the whole truth. But the thing is, like, how would you not know unless you just hear someone out? Personally, it's all speculation to me. I can fucking care less. I don't give a fuck if you're a clone, you're a fucking weird lizard person, or a body double. Yeah, or a fucking, Kanye West saying the same person. Yeah, we'll get into all that. But when it comes down to, I could care less. It's just interesting to me to think about the theories, because think about this though too. If people are lying about it, it's just interesting to think about the lengths that someone can go to like make things seem like, just make things seem believable. Like, you're going to really far and beyond fucking lengths to make this seem believable, or even partly believable. So yeah, this is everyone's own point of view on it. I could fucking care less, but it's interesting to me. So that being said, Donald Marshall, if anyone wants to go look at the podcast, his interview, supposedly, and you probably heard it, Megadeth, right?
Yes.
Well, they said one of the Megadeth album covers is a picture of a dude with blood on him, and he said that's a picture of me when I was cloned. So yeah, his whole thing was like, in your sleep state, his REM state. They said these people had the technology to be able to, like, astral project your thoughts to a different person, like, while you're sleeping, and the different person is it's a clone person that they made of you for some particular reason. They want certain people. You want them for this reason or another, whatever the fuck. So you're brought to a place in your REM state to another body that's a clone of you. So he says that he was brought there, and because he has a particular talent of making music, he made music for different people throughout the decades. Which being like even rock people, ICP, fucking Nicki Minaj, like just different people throughout different genres. But it's weird to hear like his thoughts and all that shit.
So what are your thoughts though? Like, do you
I
think
think it's
there's
kind of
but
like,
okay, but let's take it up to another spot. Do you think there's another identical Anthony, but maybe not a named Anthony?
probably not that fucking interesting to be cloned like that, anyways. You know what I mean?
Who says
Those
who says
people,
it's but okay, so what if it's not a clone and it's a doppelganger?
well, if you listen to the Donald Marshall thing, he talks about the way that they get the cloning material from people. A lot of it has to do with people that go and like get abortions done, or women that get pap smears done because they have their, once a year, gynecologist thing, or they say from the men they get it from the cells of the when you have, what is that shit called? When you're circumcised as a baby. Yeah, like all these different weird things, because this is a kind of weird about all this, right? Because I look into things personally myself. One of the things they talked about was, oh, there's a company called Clonaid that does this, and they can talk. They're not even in the States. You can go up right now, go to the internet, type in Clonaid, and there's a website that offers services to clone people, and they're based in the Bahamas. Like for real, right now, if you go,
Okay, but let me ask you this: has it been successful?
who knows? But think about this too. If it's
Oh,
there,
true
did you
though.
know where
Yeah.
Bahamas is though, right? Bahamas are notorious for,
Yeah.
hiding people. Like they don't extradite people. People go to the Bahamas and they have bank accounts set up for embezzlement fraud, and because they're stealing from their companies, these fucking Fortune 500 companies that go and they steal money, they go to the Bahamas and they open an account, and most of the time they go run down. Was that John McAfee? I think he was one of the dudes that went to fucking the
You
Bahamas.
did it.
I think that's where, yeah, to the Bahamas. So yeah, that's notorious for, I want to get away for some shit. They were started in Europe. I think they were in Canada at one point, and because all the countries banned human cloning, they kicked them out of the country some way or another. So now they're in the Bahamas because they don't give a fuck. But it's really a thing. If you look on there too, they'll even give you a list of, oh, if you want an identical person or you want someone that's like your dead family member. I'm serious. Look at that shit. It's fucking creepy because, like,
Okay,
even if it's fake, like, what the fuck? Then what kind of money are these people making? Like, how come, like, what kind of outlandish fucking prices they're doing. What if it's some fucking Hitler or some weird shit? And that's why, like, I looked into it. Just to me, I like to smoke a little something and look into shit. You know how many celebrities look like ancient like people? Have you seen that one thing? Have you ever seen that shit where they show like Jay-Z and like Pharrell, Nicolas Cage, and Michael
No.
Jackson? You never see that shit? They look like old pharaohs and like old people from like the 1800s and shit like that.
So you're telling me that you think a lot of the actors that became famous or are already
Maybe they're
famous?
related to them.
I no, I'm trying to relate real quick. So I'm just trying to see if I'm on the same page, right? So like those are DNA samples that they use from regardless if it was a circumcision, they found the pharaoh's tooth, whatever, and they clone that back into now.
I don't know. Like I said,
But okay, so let me say this though. Let's
say if you're a fucking scientist right now, you're in a lab somewhere, you know, they say, hey, we have this technology. You as a person, you as a smart motherfucker right now, Dave, who would you choose to bring back that you think is someone that we should study and just see their being of, and you know, who would you pick? I'm not talking about the next 10 years. I'm talking about way the fuck back. We got the mummy from that motherfucker in the pyramids. Who would you pick? Genghis Khan or some shit like that. You would pick someone really fucking prolific though, right?
somebody that everyone would probably hate me for.
Hey, yeah, but whatever. To each his own. But when it comes down to it, like you would
Or
pick.
do you want to know who I picked though?
Yeah, yeah. Who would you pick?
Pontius Pilate.
Pontius, like you a fucking crazy bastard, that Roman fucker. But when it comes down to it, it'll be interesting that type of like happen. Who knows? Maybe they have that type of, you know.
What about Alexander the Great?
Some shit like that. Leonardo da Vinci or some shit.
Like, what about him? Yeah, like the dude that all the art shit.
It's interesting to think about it because nowadays, like we're talking about the history of like how it came out and came to be. These people say that that's what happened. Whatever the fuck. Maybe they're crazy in the mind, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, it's interesting just to look on your own and make your own assumptions about it. The connection with modern shit now is how they say like a lot of these celebrities look different. But the thing is, like me and you, like I don't look the same as I did when I was 15 years old. You know what I mean? We all change structurally in the face. You know, we all grow and mature, and that we look different. But there's some fucking celebrities that just look fucking crazy different. Have you ever seen like Jamie Foxx? I mean, that's a slight one. Like if people remember when they said that he was missing because he had an aneurysm or some shit, and he had a whole special about it. How he was talking about what had happened was. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it talks about, oh, I had an aneurysm. That's true. My grandpa had it. He had a stroke, and it made him like cognitively not there for like months at a time. And then one day he just kind of like, hey, what's going on? What happened? And he just started happening just the other fucking day ago. And that is true. It is true. It can happen. I see my grandpa have like seizures and from a stroke and like fucked up bad for like 2 months. And then after the 2 months, like one day he just snapped out of it. I do think that's true. But when you come back from that, like you don't look different. Like he looks a little different. Like his hairline looks a little different. Like he's a little light skinned now.
But let me ask you this: what if it's that one step closer, right? Like, so we talked about having clones or body doubles, but who says that we're just not in a box right now?
Who knows? Maybe yeah.
I mean,
maybe
is that not?
What if we're in a bunch of fucking pods like the Matrix and we got 100 of us that are the same person? You know what I mean? Like that one movie where they cloned Tyrone. Never seen that movie?
I think so.
Yeah, where the black dude, like they're in this town where like he's rivaling with another drug dealer and somehow he gets killed and he just wakes up and he's like, whoa, he had a bad dream. And then he sees himself on the street getting kidnapped. I believe that's true. Like maybe there's some people that are unimportant to the government that are doing that too. Maybe because you're fucking Kanye West or Dave Chappelle and you're important, or maybe you're Paul McCartney and like you need to have the masses fucking yeah.
Dave, bro.
You ever heard about that? Have you ever heard about that shit? Right? There's a documentary that came out that's supposedly allegedly words of George Harrison. Remember a long time ago he used to live in the Britain Empire, you know, in Britain, Great Britain. That motherfucker had a big old mansion. Some motherfucker broke into his house, tried to stab that motherfucker to death. Stabbed him, yeah, right. And they came and they saved him and he went to the hospital. And then had someone, his assistant or something, come in and record his words, and it was him talking about how they covered up Paul McCartney's death in the '60s, and it talks about the whole thing, like, and it's narrated by different voice and all that, but it talks about it. Look it up for real. It's called
I know what you're talking about. You're talking.
Have you seen it? I know most people seen it. It's just interesting because a lot of the subliminal messaging like behind it is, it's interesting because of how he talks about, okay, back in the day he died, they were sad about it, so they had to find they made a contest, and it's a true contest where they wanted to have someone that looked like him. Brought that dude in, and his name was Billy Shears. So they ended up doing some surgical shit on him. So one of the next albums after that, I think it was called Revolver, which is the last one they had like them and their faces on the album cover until it was Let It Be, like their last one together. So that one, they all had the same bowl cut, right? Came way down right here and covered a lot of their forehead and all that shit. And so in the documentary, it talked about the reason why he had it like that. It was to cover scars from surgery because of the time.
Another name I guess you should look into, because he doesn't talk about like body doubles, but the way he died and everything, and I think I maybe told you about this, but look at this name if you ever get the chance. Phil Snyder.
Bill Schneider. Sounds
Phil.
Phil Schneider?
Phil. Yeah.
Isn't he the guy from that plays one of the voices on fucking on The Simpsons?
No. I mean, it could be a common name, you know what I'm saying? But like, there's a guy named Phil Snyder, and he released a bunch of shit about the government, and this guy's missing fingers, and he was found hung dead in his hotel room, and they said he killed himself, and there's no possible way for him to truly tie the knot.
That's a phenomenon too. When it comes down to famous people that say things that they don't like, or maybe they haven't came out yet. Anthony Bourdain. What does that dude that was in Kill Bill? The daddy in Kill Bill? What was that fucking guy's name? You know what I'm talking about. You ever seen Kill Bill 2?
Yeah, I do, but
the daddy, yeah, that dude with the fucking gray hair, he died like some of the way. A lot of people, they die in hotel rooms, either killing themselves with Robin Williams supposedly strangling himself in a weird angle and shit like that. Or a lot of the times they said that they're hung themselves because they're beaten on for some weird shit like that to humiliate them in their last moments.
No, Phil. So for like, just give you a background of his, like, so Phil Snyder worked for the U.S. government. He reported on one of his last interviews before they found him dead that he was working on Area 51, and this was back in like the 80s, and he was like exposing everything they were doing and everything they had, and this dude talked about going down into the 9 layers that they had there, and they went to the 7th layer. He had like 9 Green Berets with him and stuff, but dude's missing his finger because he said an alien like zapped his shit off. But they're doing clonings of aliens and other shit down there.
Heard about that shit. I heard of that document or the interview that he did. Like, he did a seminar and he's talking to people about that shit. Yeah, and he's talking about the government is hiding a lot of it, and all the scars he got and all that shit. I do believe that there's some things that the government is hiding because maybe they think that us as the public, we wouldn't take it well. Maybe there's some things they want to hide.
So for those who are watching, and for you, Anthony, the reason why I bring up that is because it ultimately ties into cloning back into when he gave his speech in the 80s or maybe late 70s, and that was happening then. So imagine the technology, and we think about this too. Remember what was before your cell phone? A pager, right? So what came out? Your cell phone. What size was your cell phone? About the size of my tall can. Maybe not literally, but pretty damn close. And
it was a big ass thing. Like,
brick.
It was a thing. It was a big old fucking thing. And then it slowly like ramped up. It's crazy, like the jumps in technology we've had since like people like say that they discovered things like alien.
So like even like the first computer, right? And then now we got like laptops that we could use. So what's the difference between cloning? You see what I'm saying? Like, if cloning was happening then, can you imagine how excellent it is probably now?
Exactly.
Like maybe cloning back in the day, like they couldn't get like the memory, but now they probably could get like full memory of everything you did in that clone's body.
I believe
That's
it.
pretty cool.
When it comes down to the most evidence for that type of shit, I think is gonna be the Paul McCartney shit. But if anyone wants to look up that I gotta look up that documentary. But
And you're talking about Paul McCartney. I know who he is,
I think his
but
name is
he's from.
Paul McCartney is dead. But yeah, the whole movie, the whole thing
Well,
talks, and the whole way that they hit it, and in the end, they say that that's the reason why John Lennon got killed because he wanted to talk about it before after he split up with the Beatles so many years afterwards.
yeah.
But yeah, I do believe in that shit. There's a lot more people too. Like I think Kanye West is fucking not the same Kanye West, and I think that's the reason why he's wearing weird ass shit, putting on
If we're gonna, if we're gonna say people like that, I think I would say the same about Eminem.
Yeah, that was the next person I want to say. Definitely. And you know what's weird about that type of shit too? Because you ever seen those videos of the fucking celebrities where they're like in an interview or something like that and they just get frozen? Like 2 Chainz
Yeah.
that happened to him, Eminem that happened to him, fucking what is that other fucking broad? Cardi B that happened to her. Shannon or
I
not.
thought.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that they like in mid interview they just like like they freeze like they stay stuck and they're like what the fuck and then like oh I don't know where they just come back.
The like reboot
Yeah,
system
some
update. No, that's crazy though, man. Like the technology that we don't know. Think about the technology we already have, right? And we think about PlayStation, we think about TVs, we could think about cars. Like there's drivable cars that drive themselves, whatnot. But how far more further is the technology that they're not telling us? That's the real question.
exactly. A bunch of weird shit going on too because I don't know. It's just fucking. It's interesting thing that like they happen in front of our face, but like there's no explanation for it. That's one of the things I think about. Like, how are these people dying from fucking these weird instances? I saw this one thing too where they talk about if you're microdosed if you're microdosed with cyanide over time, you will end up eventually dying from like ammonia type symptoms. You ever heard of this?
No.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, right?
What?
Yeah. I heard of this too because like people that get cyanide poisoning gradually, they get symptoms that resembles pneumonia and they end up dying from it, and the symptoms look like it's a pneumonia. Ain't that some shit, huh? And think about how many people like they've died like from pneumonia and shit like that. Off the top of my head, I think about Warren G. No, not Warren G. Fucking Nate Dogg. He died of that. Who else died of some shit like that? They die of weird shit too, like aneurysms. I think Bernie Mac died of an aneurysm. A lot of weird
Damn,
shit.
that's fucking
What,
crazy.
what about the 27 Club? You heard of that?
No, what is it?
That's of all the famous people that died in 27 years old. Like I think Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, I think
Yeah,
Tupac.
but the whole Kurt Cobain thing, dude. Part of me wants to believe that he honestly overdosed, and then part of me still thinks that fucking what's her name did it.
There's a really good documentary. Okay, there's this dude. Look him up too. He made another good document. He made a couple of them. His name is Nick Broomfield, and one of the best ones he made was about the Grim Sleeper killer, and he was a killer that was killing prostitutes in L.A. area from like decades, and took them so long to find him and catch him. He was like boots on the street in LA, like all in the mix. But yeah, he did a documentary about Biggie and Tupac, right? Like really soon after he died, they both
Yeah,
died. But he did another documentary about Kurt Cobain and the whole context of how he died. He went as far as to talk to all these people and like look into things like there was a controversy in it that they said that Courtney Love went to someone and paid him to go and kill him and made it look like a suicide. Well, it was funny. You gotta watch this shit, right? I wish we had something to put on him right now. Well, yeah, the whole like they go to some dude and like this guy right here. He's the one that said Courtney Love came in and said to come kill him, and it's some weird like big old white guy, bald head white guy, and they walk up. As soon as they walk up, hey, how's it going, buddy? And he opens his gates open on the side, his little wooden picket fence open. And he's like, hey, what's up, buddy? As soon as they walk through the threshold, oh yeah, we wanted to come and talk to you about Kurt Cobain. He's like, you mean you talk about Kurt Cobain and how Courtney Love want me to kill him? Like, goddamn, I barely know you, motherfucker. You telling me all this shit already? So he's like, yeah, she's all telling me, I want you to go kill him and make it look like an accident. I'll give you the gun and blow his fucking head off. I was like, God damn. What's crazy about that shit, right?
What about the dude that went on stage and killed Dimebag Darrell?
Oh shit.
You know who I think you know who he is, right?
He's another fucking big time punk rock dude. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, he played in the band Pantera, and basically how that happened basically was there was a couple where the female really wanted to go see him play, and the boyfriend got jealous basically at the end of it, and he took a shotgun into the show, and when he was playing mid stage in the middle of the song, went up there and shot him.
Damn. I think I've seen that shit like on Forensic Files too.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's a really good movie because when I watched it, it was fucking crazy to see him like talk to all the people. He went and talked to the detective, the private investigator that she hired, and said, "Hey, I'm worried about him, this and that. I want you to go find him." And they asked, "Oh, you want the police involved?" No, no, no. I want this to be kept private, separate from the police. And he's the one that made another documentary, and the documentary was about him, like thinking, like just having his theory of, she paid me to find him and cover her alibi as he was crazy, he wanted to kill himself, and he had really bad problems with drugs. But the another thing in the documentary, they talk about his heroin use. They're saying, well, there's much heroin that he took at the time would have killed somebody. It's like, yeah, well, someone that's a heavy user, they could have took that amount and been all right. But
okay, so
he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't doing it like that because he just came out of rehab. If you just came out of rehab, you have at least some downtime from your heroin use to get your tolerance down. And I've had family members myself that done the same type of shit, or friends.
So here's another famous one for you. And maybe not too famous, but well known for me, especially because my brother, um, Chris Benoit.
Oh yeah, the
I
wrestler.
honestly, yeah. So I'm not a wrestling fan. I used to like it as a kid, whatnot. My brother still loves it, dude, and I respect him for it. It is what it is. But anyway,
It's just a
he will
good.
argue.
It's just
He will
something
argue.
different from back in the days.
Yeah, no, yes, fucking Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, Kane, Undertaker. That
Favorite,
was
yeah.
like my.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. That fool lives out here in North Nevada somewhere too.
Yeah, he lives in Washoe, right between Reno and Carson.
Yep.
But so with Chris Benoit though, like I don't my brother argues with me about this all the time because I will stand with that. I don't think that his death was because they found his kids dead and his wife dead too, and they said he killed him and then killed himself. But the way the weights were and his hands were between like the wire that holds the weights and his head was through another wire, I don't see it possible for him to put his hands through and then his head, or even his head and choke and like get his hands through both. I think it was still someone went in there and killed him. My brother thinks that he actually still killed his wife and his kids and then himself. But um, that's another crazy one. That's like it's just off the dumbest thing in the world, wrestling, and like you lose your life because the owner doesn't like something about you. You know?
Oh, that's something we always go through as natives, huh? The owner or the fucking manager or some monkey ass motherfucker just don't like you as a person. So no matter how hard, yeah, that's just
Drives a blue Jeep,
huh.
or maybe sometimes a blue truck with the F word on it. You know,
Just fuckboy things.
here, maybe a little balding Just has a little patch, just saying.
Oh, kind of like like a pre Mr. Burns.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
need the little three dots coming, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Can do
but
less
no,
people.
but it like the way with him, like dude, with Benoit, like I don't know if you know much about it, but I don't see how he committed suicide the way they found him.
I don't believe it either. I believe that he was seeing something going down that he didn't like and he had to be a part of, and he's like, I wanted to be out of this, but he was too much of a liability. I feel like that happens a lot too. You know what's crazy too? A lot of football players that happens too. You ever see like a lot of football players, they go through some weird shit going on to where like they end up like into some violent shit, arrested, or end up killed or some weird fucking way. Why is it always the football players? And then how come it's not with the baseball players? I hardly ever see anything about no fucking baseball players.
Because you're about to hear something that sounds really fucked up coming out my mouth a little bit.
What?
It's because I feel like a lot of the baseball players, like, yeah, you get some like American guys, but a lot of them also don't live here, so they go back to their native countries at the end of the Major League Baseball season. Some of them stay here, they party, they do whatever they want. So, but I think the majority of them go home, see family, whatnot. As for NFL, a lot of them get drafted out of college in the U.S. With baseball, you could be drafted from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Canada, Europe, like anywhere over there. So
It could be
that's
overseas.
why
Those Japanese people playing for the Dodgers right now, huh?
that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So like they're probably going back to Japan, enjoying some time back with family or
Get
whatnot. So
fucking $200 million and say fuck it. I just need one fucking season and I'm gone. A lot of these.
But with but with NFL players, a lot of these motherfuckers came from poverty. You got to understand that. A lot of these motherfuckers come from poverty, and they come out of college and they barely got through college, but they got enough skill to get to the NFL, and they make it, and then dumb shit happens. We could talk about Aaron Hernandez, how he killed the dude, and I think his wife or ex girlfriend or whatever. Um,
Oh, that's a big one too. Yeah.
I mean, there's some players though. Warren Sapp, I know you heard of him. He used to be a Raider. Uh, dude chose good career paths. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them do the right thing, and then some players don't. Like I feel like it's harder though to say that. I feel like there's more. I don't know, man. That's a hard one to say.
That reminds me
But
of the new movie that's gonna come out with about John Madden. Have you seen that shit?
no,
Oh fuck yeah! It's gonna be Nicolas Cage play John Madden, and I forgot he's gonna be like coaching the Raiders at the time. He's fucking amazing. Can't wait for that one to come out. But yeah, anyways, yeah, just a quick side note on that one. Just made me think about that shit.
I was hoping to get Raider Dave up here tonight, but he didn't make it. So it is what it
I
is.
know, fucking damn, another one down, huh? Shit, we gotta make
That
it
for
for motherfuckers to come on here and shit.
hell yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on in sports. Like a lot of weird motherfuckers like doing weird shit. I think it's just the money that gets to their fucking head.
That's what I'm saying. It's poverty, man. You basically came down like let's just like your kid plays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're poor or anything, but it's a whole other level of making millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of gets to people's heads, and it's a game changer. It really is. Money changes. There's more problem with more money.
People just can't handle it.
Most can't. That is very true. But getting back to what we were talking about though, like there's a lot of crazy things though that do happen to regardless of the sports that happens to other athletes. Like there's the one dude that like I don't remember his name. I think he maybe played a couple years in the NFL. He wasn't like no one big, but he eventually settled down and moved out into like a forest lake area, and randomly they found his body one day just floating in the river or in the lake, and it was because he had head trauma from playing football for so much. But like there was no foul play in that one. There was like no
I do
Evidence
believe
found
in
him.
that. Have you seen that movie with fucking Will Smith's monkey ass? Or that? It sounds kind of bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Has nothing to do with his black. Okay, he's just right. Sorry, but yeah, that movie's pretty good. But that is true because in the NFL there was a big thing where a lot of people were getting hurt, and there was long term effects that were showing up with just mental stability. That's the whole premise of the movie. But in the movie, it shows how like mafia the fucking NFL can be. I believe that type of shit too. With these big fucking corporations, like you ever see like how they say do not record the NFL because those motherfuckers want to lose no money. They make so much money every year, billions of dollars. They don't want no one telling them, "Hey, your players are getting hurt because of the conditions that they're playing in." No one wants to hear that shit. Just fucking with their money.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, well, how's it going, Judas? But no, dude. So here's a funny thing because you said about the NFL and money and all that. So here's the funny thing. When off my last channel, well, because I have multiple channels, but BPL, uh, I actually decided to show the Super Bowl one year. I think it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and that was yeah. No, I got a strike. I think it was my first strike, but doing pretty well, pretty well. And how are you enjoying the podcast? If you haven't already, please like, subscribe. We appreciate it. We do put out quite a bit of, since we've been doing the show, we've been putting out quite a bit of content. Go live every other Sunday. So hopefully you come back and stick around. We just started the show. Got plenty of topics and time to go. Just waiting for it. Anthony, he'll be back in a minute. But there is some crazy conspiracy in sorts though. I was hoping to have the Raider Dave up here today, but he didn't show up. I was going to talk about, his Raider team and Anthony, your Raider team.
Fuck yeah. People just always hate because why do you Raiders fan? I don't give a shit if they win, lose, draw. It's always Raiders. And you know why?
Niners,
It's all,
Niners, Niners.
people get all serious about that shit, want to beat up people and kill people. I can give a fuck, man. I don't give a shit. Yes, have Raiders on. You like Broncos or whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. Good for
If
you.
we have, if we play each other on that Sunday and we have a show together and I lose to your team, they win in the show. It's canceled.
That's all I'm doing. Every time there's a Super Bowl, I can give a fuck who's playing. I only want to see the halftime show. That's all I want to see.
I didn't think it was good this year with Kendrick, dude. It was man.
It was all right, but it was more centered on him trying to put fucking that fool on blast about being a pedophile. I mean, like, yeah, that's cool, but they should have had some other music playing. He has a lot more better music than just that pedophile, like that all shit that he came out with now. And he wasted like all his guests too, because you know when they do the NFL like the halftime show, they have like the main person or like the main two people, and then they'll have like a guest or two. You know, so like he wasted it because he's like, okay, I'm gonna get Samuel L. Jackson, and then I'm gonna get Serena Williams, which is cool. You know, like they're good people. Like, why can't you have more artists on there? That was the whole thing for me. I was like, man, it kind of wasted.
Here's why. Here's why. I'll give you a good reason. The spotlight, the money.
He has some weird fucking pants on too. He has some fucking bell bottoms on and shit.
And it kind of remind me of Devel the Blue or whatever. You know who I'm talking about. I can't say their fucking name. They sing the song Poison.
Oh, Bell Biv DeVoe?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's some 80s shit. I like that they're trying to come away from the fucking, the skinny jeans, but they're doing it all wrong. They're doing it from the bottom up. Like instead of going from like skinny jeans back to like okay, kind of loose type jeans or the back kind of ish jeans, they're doing fucking bell bottoms nowadays. What the fuck, man? This ain't the 70s.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy, man. Fucking. Oh, okay, so here's something I do want to talk about, and those who are listening, and Anthony, I need your opinion.
Yes.
If I could, um, right or even be able to help judge if he gets the death penalty. And I think both should. That's my personal opinion. Um, but if there is any kind of way that I could do my end to help out, and those who are watching, please listen. This is a story that happened locally. If I don't know if it hit CNN or anything, it's been out for a while. Um, there was a little girl that was murdered, beaten, made to sleep in a 5x5 box. They would lock her in with a padlock every night. She was 3 years old. This little girl went to live in fucking hell every day. I personally think the father and the mother should get the death penalty. That's just me. They're willing to allow, before calling 911, just to abandon the body there and dig a grave for her and then bail to Virginia. And hopefully they got away with it or whatever. But of course they did it. They called 911 7 hours later, 5 hours later, and they were caught.
What kind of
Um,
do that type of shit, man?
it's your own child.
What kind of a motherfucker does that? All I know is I hope they go to prison, and I hope they get the same treatment, and even worse in prison, because there's people right now in prison that are waiting for those motherfuckers to walk through the door, so they can make a name for themselves and set an example. This shit ain't right. That's
That's
fuck.
fucked up, man. That truly
I
is.
know you may not like it, but God bless that little girl's soul, because she was taken too soon, and it's pretty fucked up, man. And what's up with this shit in Nevada? Like, there's a lot of weird shit going on lately, especially with the kids lately.
It just, I used to remember, and you're probably the same, like being a kid, right? Like I used to take myself to school. Like it's now to the point I don't even let my kids go to the bus stop by themselves. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like it's shit has gotten so fucked up out here. Um, but I mean, I've lived in Texas, I lived in California, Colorado. I was born in Germany, so I've been around for a little, quite a bit. But yeah, I can't even trust my kids to go to the fucking park now. Like, especially in Reno, like there's no good parks. There's too many fucking crackheads around.
yeah. I used to live in L.A., and when I was a kid, I used to be able to go fucking get on the bus and go to the movie theaters. Nowadays, you can't do no shit like that. Sad state of affairs with the children. We need to set a better example for, like, at least the douchebags. In my time, people did crime. They did ethical shit. They rob from somebody, even though they may rob for the neighbor that's doing better than they are. Like, they're not robbing from the bum or fucking hurting kids. Where I come from, people do shit like that. They get beat up by the whole neighborhood.
But I don't know if you noticed that. I don't, with people driving by and or even stores doing it, dude. Businesses, the pink ribbon that's near us, like, because we live in the same city. If you see pink ribbons everywhere, that's for Isabella, dude. A lot of people are disappointed that she died and how it was treated. But it I'm for that one right there, dude. I'm at a loss of words. I really am. Like, there's nothing I could really say or do that will ever justify or bring back, of course, the little girl. But no matter what I say, I I could only, and this is hard for me to do. I can only pray for them to have 10 times worse than they put her through. That's
Sad thing to say, but yes, it's gonna happen to them. They're in custody now. Some bad shit's gonna happen to them. Who was that one dude too that was in prison because he fucking killed that lady that he kidnapped? That's what's weird about Reno too. We're too small of a state, like a city, for you to get away with some shit like that. You remember when that one girl went missing and they were looking for her? She got abducted out of the fucking Walmart parking
that
lot.
was out in Fallon, dude. Burnley,
Yeah,
Burnley, one of the two. Yeah,
had
and they
this.
found her, and he fucking killed her. Yeah.
Yeah, and they found the tire tracks and all this and that, and how they knew. I think it was his wife or something that caught him like taking the tires off of his truck. That motherfucker killed himself in prison because he knew like it was fucked up, man. People are gonna get your ass in prison for that shit.
I know I don't want to sound like, Reno's like a tough city because like it's not really that tough of a city. A lot of guys here are pussies, but at the same time, there are some weird motherfuckers here, dude. That I couldn't put it past them.
There's a lot more weirdos than there are good people. I'll tell you that right
Oh yeah, oh fuck yeah, by far.
now.
One thing I do have to admit, though, and and tell me if you disagree. This is more for me and you than the people that watch or anything. But like, I feel like, I can't remember his name, but the dude that owns Goldust and what used to be the Sands, like, dude, what he did with 4th Street, like putting just the lights, I feel like was great. Tearing down all those hotels, like,
That's what we need.
I
All the
mean,
random places on 4th Street, all the way up 4th Street. Where the fuck do they put so much money? And I tell you right now, ever since the cannabis legalization, too, I tell you right now, they make so much of a contribution to like the city with the money they get from the taxes alone. We should have so much other shit. They fucking put so much effort into the wrong places. The nicer neighborhoods. Make the shittier neighborhoods look okay. Then you can make the city as a whole look better. I don't see
yeah,
their they want to make the nicest places look even nicer. I mean, that's great. Be proud of those places too, but the city's all one whole anyways. If I'm driving through fucking all the way through Reno and I have to deal with one side of town that's all bumpy and shitty and to drive through and one smooth as butter, I'd rather have a nice clean road to drive through the whole way and see everything else. Okay. Because at least I can drive through. But no, they don't think about it like that. They should take all those hotels all the way down, the motel, hotel, no hotels, all of them motherfuckers. Take them out. Put in a fucking homeless shelter or something. New businesses.
well, Well, no, honestly, like he did. He tore down, I think, like a lot of the 4th Street ones, right? Like there was like the Desert Road and like
Down in
another
like
one
downtown area.
by
That's
Goldust. Yeah,
every time someone talks about the where shit goes down, and it's funny because like I never get into no shit like that, but I always hear about people. Yeah, I was downtown, I almost got robbed, I almost got stabbed, got some shit. It's always downtown Reno for some fucking
dude.
reason.
I want you to look this up, and this is like not to like this is how like stupid Reno is or Sparks at the same time. So when I lived at the Bridges, C Street and Sparks, 2 blocks away from me, dude, there's an article by Colo 8 that says like cops don't even want to go there for how like crazy it is. Like they tell people not to walk that area. I used to walk around just go get beer all the time.
Hold on, what part that was?
Victorian
Victorians
by
and
the
what?
by the Nugget
What right there?
by the bus station. It's like one of the worst, dude. I'm not joking. Living over there, dude, I hear gunshots nightly. I do. We'd read the paper. There'd be stabbings near. They would say in the Nugget, by Nugget, stabbing nearby, shootings nearby.
My brother came to town and we went to go gamble in the middle of the night at the Nugget. And I thought about the too. I was like, man, I should be in the fucking spot right here with my pistol on me, but I can still carry. Legally, all they can tell me is just to leave. But it's like I'd rather have it on me out here because I was not too bad. It's really big in here. It's like there's been people that got killed in this motherfucking place in the Nugget in the middle of the night. I'm like, yeah, be careful when it sparks. It's funny to think because it doesn't seem that dangerous. It doesn't, but it's
It
pretty.
doesn't, but there's a lot of negativity, especially around the Nugget. If you're gonna go gambling, you come to Reno. My best option are three casinos. There's only three. Don't go downtown. Don't go to the Nugget. I'd go to GSR, Peppermill, and my favorite Atlantis.
The Atlantis is pretty good, but be careful because your shit get broken into over there too.
Well, I mean, I don't go at night, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
If you want to be real ghetto, you can go to Rail City.
Hey,
That's
that ain't bad a casino though. I won some money there.
they're the spot for Keno, and they used to have a really good bar, the bar over there.
What's your
Like
favorite Keno machine?
I don't really do Keno. The only place I ever did Keno was there, and every time I played it anywhere else, it was just like at the bar somewhere, just like play while I drink some beer.
My favorite Keno game, dude, is Cleopatra.
Leo, that bitch be giving you money, huh?
Oh, well, no, not really. It's just if you hit like the last number is like the scarum bug or whatever, and like if you hit it, you hit the bonus, and you get like I think like 7, 8 fucking spins for free. I usually win because I bet a dime. I usually win like $1.20. I'm like,
Okay.
yay, 12 more spins.
Some shit. But yeah, this is
You know, Keto doesn't pay, dude. You got to hit fucking like 6 out of 7 if you're gonna go 7. If you're gonna go 5 spot, you better hit all 5. You
I
can't do
played.
anything really less than 4.
Yeah, every time I gamble, I play to lose. I just know, like, I don't give a shit about winning the money. There's some
For
people that
us,
are could give a
yeah,
shit.
I've been on a hot streak a little bit lately. We lost the last 20 we played, but we played at Gold Dust and we tried and I this is an old game, Turkey Shoot, and I think in 24-hour period, $40, walked away with like 180.
I can't gamble like that though. It's only once in a blue moon. Like I said I probably gamble once or twice the whole year. That's about it. It's not
Yeah, no,
really.
I'd rather go play my own game.
Yeah, I'd rather go buy some weed or shoot some bullets. Something cool.
And
Like I'd rather
so what do you feel about doing one together?
doing what?
A show together live, dude, like together in like the same room, me, you, and X,
In the same place?
same place.
As long as you don't pull no devil shit, I'm cool with it.
Why would I? I'm talking about a public place, bro. I'm talking about like us going to, like see a fucking basketball game or something and bullshitting, or going to have dinner, or and fuck, I don't know, go punch somebody in the face and go live. I don't fucking know.
We have to do it all together though.
For a content video, for a content video for the channel, yes, we do.
All right, yeah. Okay, if we get Xavier to do it, yeah, we can do it then.
So I went above and beyond. I'm doing some shit that you guys don't know about for the channel that is going to benefit us in the long run.
You talking about the
I went out of my,
you talking about the
what?
merch? Talking about the merch?
Well, a little bit, yes, but not too much on that. Um, I went out of my way to get cards made. I ran out already, but with every delivery that I deliver with my wife, I give one inside, and hopefully they tune in or subscribe or whatnot. So I've been trying to advertise as much as possible for us to grow, if
For
that makes
what?
sense to you. For the podcast to grow.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, that was a whole lot of like lead up to something not eventful at all.
Oh, that wasn't eventful, dude. I'm sorry that I wasted my time and money on making cards.
I'm sorry. Thanks anyway.
My time and my money. Don't worry about it, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry. You took too long to tell me what it is. Tell me again, like just really fast. I'm sorry. I'm kind of faded tonight.
Business card, handing them out
Oh,
everywhere.
business card. Okay, I was like, yeah, it was a lot of lead up, but I kind of blanked out at the time when he told me exactly what it was. Business cards, gravy, man. Who we giving them to though, man?
I've been giving them to random people, dude, just with my wife's deliveries or whatever. Just like, here, check it out. Here, check it out. Here, check it out. Megan Schwartz. Here, check it out. Here, check it
You got
out.
one? Let me see one. You got one?
I don't have any more.
Oh man, I was gonna say,
They weren't anything amazing, and I can't say they're real cards because they were just printed on
was it
paper.
like
And they
like that fucking movie? Yeah, it's like a great business card, like cream colored Roman.
oh no, it's sadly,
Yeah,
dude, you can laugh. It's black and white, and it just shows the Peace Pipe Podcast logo, and it just says Peace Pipe Podcast YouTube.
all right,
I
cool.
just printed it out on regular paper and cut it out. I can't say it's a true business card, but to me, I will say it's a business card because I tried. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it was amazing. Hopefully, we get
Thank
a
you.
lot of people for that too. How many did you give out?
75.
75. Okay.
I'm
Well,
around there.
hopefully we get
75.
25 more extra people watching.
I mean, most people probably just looked at it threw it away. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're like, oh look, it's not even a real business card, it's just printed. What a piece of shit. Like, but I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, I'm sorry, I'm pretty fucked up tonight. I've been drinking these tequila drinks.
let's see
You
one.
ever drink? You ever drink these tequila drinks?
No.
This like fucking $6 for the talking, but they're pretty fucking good, man. I drank like two of them today, and I don't know, man. Just a lazy Sunday because I said we're not going to work tomorrow anyway, so I'm gonna get fucked up.
So we still got another 2 hours easy then. So let me ask
Two
you this:
hours
what is
easy?
your
What the fuck? We're one. I'm not that drunk. You can't trick me into that shit, Dave.
which? And I said we're only an hour deep, so that means we got 2 hours to go, pretty much, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so let me just say this: what is your native spiritual animal? Have you ever figured that out?
Like I said, to me, I feel like I am a buffalo, but I can't confirm that because I have to go on a spiritual journey to factually know what it is. Because no one can really say
What?
I am this and that. That's
So
why like,
my vision quest is different than yours, right? Like what we see, but my vision quest to my dad's ritual side is different from yours. So I
well,
want you to explain yours, and I'll explain mine.
mine's I couldn't fucking tell you right now, man. You're putting me on the spot right now.
Okay, so here I'll tell you mine, and then it'll give you time to think about yours, right? So for my dad, he was full blood Paiute out of Colville, or sorry, I can't even think of the fucking name right now, but he lived in Colville, Bishop, California, and he his vision quest was to smoke peyote and then or take peyote, and then afterwards he would dance around a rattlesnake and he would get bit until the point where you got on your vision quest, and it would tell you, you know, your quest and whatnot. I've never personally did it. Would I love to? Yes, I would. I would try that shit in a heartbeat. Um, but that's my dad's vision, like his native culture way of doing it. So just curious out of yours.
For me, I have not heard specifically. I have to ask my grandpa. I just haven't had time to go see him. I gotta go see him again. But I've been told from other people.
Why can't we get your grandpa on here, dude? Your grandpa could tell you and me shit that would school us like no tomorrow.
Oh, we could. I don't give a shit. Next time, I just have to go be around my auntie. You just gonna see my crazy ass auntie in the background, like the whole time. I told her, oh man, I didn't want to say the things that my auntie's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie's crazy, and it's not her fault. But we're gonna have to deal with that in the meantime while we're talking. And my grandpa's gonna be just the old man in the background, just like. And then we ask Grandpa, and he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's the old native man, so to him, he's old, tired, and just like he'll talk maybe 20 minutes out of the 2 hours we're gonna be on. I'm telling you, that's how it's gonna be. Is that what you want? That's what you want,
I'm
Dave.
down for that, dude.
All right.
Hey, the knowledge that he so like, let me say this. What?
But the thing is too, like with native old natives, they don't like to tell people about their old things. Like even though you're family, they don't like to tell you about the old things. Well, at least for me, because they're just rude assholes.
I could get family on here that is more native than me, and you'll see that, and they're darker than me, and they'll tell you some shit, dude. My
Yeah, we should
mom's
do.
white as a ghost, bro. My mom's white as a ghost. Okay, my dad is dark as fuck, like almost black dark, but he's not black dark. He's like dark brown. But
Do you
I
think?
look like my.
Let me ask you this: do you think Native American racism is still a thing?
I think no. I think all racism is still a stupid thing. I think
It
this is my personal opinion. I think that regardless, because I am native and I am white and I am mixed of other traits, that I believe that, in my opinion, those who look at race as a factor to win are the most retarded people probably on the planet.
I feel that, yeah. And it's funny to think because like a lot of people don't realize the general racism towards all minorities still is heavy. It's crazy to think
Because
about
if
that.
anyone wants to be honest, like, and they could hate me for this, this wasn't your land. And I'm not
And
saying that to be a native, but I'm saying this to be even on the white side or, the Mexican side of me. This wasn't your land.
exactly. Honestly, a lot of natives, especially the Navajo, Apache, Comanche, Shoney's, were back and forth through Mexico and America back when it was not two countries separated. It was more of like, oh, we're gonna go way down south. Like I've heard stories of the Navajo being in Mexico and the Comanches, prominently, like one of the two main ones down there. And I was talking to someone too, like that was like, oh yeah, I've heard about that too, this and that. It's a thing. That's why there's some languages in Mexico that closely relates Navajo, but it's weird. It sounds like Navajo, but in Spanish. I can't explain it. It's weird. It's like they say Spanish words in Navajo. It's fucking crazy. Good culture.
Man, I there's some like the Shoshones. There's a few of them that I don't get. I saw you look up. There's a few of them though I don't get along with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not
it
all
is what
Shoshone
it
are
is.
the same. They're not all the same.
But,
Because I'm not Shoshone too. I'm Shoshone Paiute. That's a
right,
different.
but mm, you got to explain the difference. See what
Okay,
I'm
well,
saying? Because Shoshone still is in the bloods of Paiute.
kind of. They're kind of like an offshoot, like how I said, like from one tribe can come from here to there,
I'm
or they
Mexican American.
like
I'm African American.
like the Sioux. Some people call them Lakota, but there's Sioux that are Ogala, and I think two or three other clans. So you can be a clan within your tribe. So that's why some people don't want to claim that they're within the same tribe still, so they have two offshoots: Shoshone Paiute and the Paiute.
My
Closely,
dad's
I
black.
feel like they're related, but I couldn't say whether they are or not because I don't want to offend them. There'll be some crazy ass niggas on my door telling me, "What the hell are you saying about us being the same, brother? Why would you say?" Yeah, they would be over here. Yeah, but no,
They're
it's
my
just different.
dad. No bullshit. That's how my dad, bro.
Shoshone are on the at the northern part at the border from Idaho and Nevada is where the Shoshone Paiutes, where my people are from. That's where they're at. It's called Duck Valley. That's the Duck Valley Reservation, Shoshone Paiute. Paiutes are from more southern in our territory in northern Nevada still and throughout, which is primarily Pyramid Lake, which is the big one. And then we also have a Paiute reservation, which is in town, pretty much smack dab in town, right near the GSR, which is a lot of people drive through that. You almost
Bishop.
everyone drives through that.
I'm registered through my tribe through Bishop, California.
See, that's another one too. It's like
So
I
for
said, it's
the
scattered.
one you're talking about, the one you're talking about though in town is the one that's used that where the Winter Central used to be right there on Mill, and now it's something
No, the
else.
one
But
right where the smoke shop is. If you're like coming
yeah,
past the G, the Walmart, right when you go under the little, right when you go past the little, entrance to the freeway.
you got
That's
like the bridge right there, and then you go past, and then it's on your left, depending on which way you're looking at it.
that Walmart is on native a native reservation
Yeah,
too. Because
the Second
they have
Street.
cops there that go there specifically. That's why you don't see other cops unless there's some other shit and they say, "Hey, well, we don't want to deal with this. You're gonna take this on your own shit." But mainly, it's the native cops there. But yeah, Shoshone Paiutes on the top border, Idaho.
Do you know how much hate I get when I claim that like being registered through Bishop, California? How much hate I get from the other side of my family, from my dad's side, because they hate that my dad got with a white woman.
A lot of natives are like that.
Yeah, they're dude. Like, I love my native people, but they're fucking rude. Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. But when it comes down to like, I love all people, but when it comes down to it, it's kind of hard to see like the afflictions of a Native American and like really understand it unless you're there. And not even us, like we've been through shit, but there's some straight full-blooded natives that are living on the river to this day that are going through racist affliction from the white man. And it's hard to say because, you know, the main people, most of the people that are on the reservation, they're getting it from is a white person. Because a lot of the times there's no really a black dude there or an Asian guy or a fucking Puerto Rican guy. It's kind of hard to fucked up to say, but that's the reality of it. You know, that's the main people that are fucking with these people, and
All right.
that's what gives them a bad name. It's kind of fucked up. It's like black folks too. It's always a black. It's always a white guy. It's always a white guy fucking with the black dude. Sorry to say, man. I would.
I see
I
the
know a lot
pattern.
of good white folks too, but you know, sometimes we need to chill the fuck out.
But like my dad would say, like, and I think not that I think I know I said this before, and you did say that you thought your animal or said that you would hope that it would be the buffalo. My dad would always call me the white buffalo. That was his nickname for me. As for me personally, if I would have to pick a spiritual animal, and you could laugh at me all you fucking want, but
That's how
I
Americans got their names too. Like Crazy Horse. I told you that before, right?
yeah,
Crazy Horse was a a traditional name they gave within their family. It's like you earn the name
I,
within family.
I
It's like your
honestly
dad giving
think
you
my
that name. It's like it should be a part of your name. Like you should go fucking
so
change your name to David White Buffalo Rambo. That should be your name because that's how they used to do back in the day. I'm serious
that
too.
but what I was saying was is like that's the nickname my dad would call me. I'll give you another one that he called me. He called me White Buffalo and Pookie. I don't know what the fuck. Shut up. I don't want to hear about it. But anyway, another, and I'm being honest with you. You know, that's what makes this a real podcast. Is like I'm giving you truth, but at the same time, okay, I always thought my spirit animal was a fucking horse, dude.
The horse.
Yeah, here's why. I never run out of stamina, right? Like I'm a fast walker. I like to keep going and going and going. I like to travel. I like to move. A horse has plenty of stamina. Now I could be wrong. Once again, I could look down my native roots and maybe I'm a fucking squirrel. Maybe I'm a rabbit. Maybe I'm a flower. My dad believed in fucking the Great Spirit, which was full carnation for him. Uh, mine could be anything, but spiritually for myself, I would believe that I would be a horse.
That's a good one. Yeah, horse is a powerful figure too. I know the Sioux are mainly known to be good like horse people, shooting from horses mainly too. But when they
What about? Did you see about that short? Did you see that short I put out about the one that could defeat the Yunaka? You,
but what? No, explain then.
oh my god, bro! It's this the hopefully I say this right. The Yunaka is a creature that is a snake resemblance in the native culture, to where if you are lucky enough and brave enough to face it and claim its life and its jewel, you will be a great gatherer for your people. You would be a great worker. It wasn't for warriors. It was this giant serpent that would come out and it had a jewel inside of it, but it had horns on its head. And I made a short about it. It was a native short. Um, that was one that was amazing to learn about. Like the Yunaka was fucking beast, dude. This thing was massive. They were saying.
Have you ever heard about that? I told you in Shiprock, New Mexico, and where my Navajo people are from too. My grandma showed me when I went out there a long time ago. In the certain valley, they have a. They say it's a fossilized skin, dead skin from a giant snake, and the snake's supposed to be like 5 foot tall or something like that. Big motherfucker, like big. And
Don't say 5 foot. That's small, dude. I could pull out my 5 footer right now.
no, I'm talking about like in width, like tall,
Yeah,
like bottom, like the
yeah.
mountain top. Yeah, no, I'm saying like you just got to see. Like I got to show you. I'm no
Oh,
one here.
the width, the width, the whole.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a Unaka or UN or UKTNA. Ukata, Ukatina. Go to our channel, dude. You'll see the short. It starts with a U. I see you on the computer.
I know. I'm trying to show you.
Oh, to put images on the screen, if we do this before the next show, We need Xavier and then me, you all pitch in, and then we could do the fucking premium one, and you guys will have full access to everything as well on here. We only need only one account to pay for it though. Oh, you're already paying for it, right? We got to switch over to you.
Yeah, next time we're gonna see how we can put some shit on here because I want to start putting things. I think it's present, isn't it?
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
Share screen.
I think I got to give you access to the full thing. See, it's not happening.
You can see me now.
I still see you, but it's not popping up anything. It's because because you bought it. I gotta put after this tomorrow. You ain't working, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me like 20 minutes of your time tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow.
We could do it now, but
yeah, if it doesn't work, then whatever. Oh, whatever. All right, but yeah, it's just a big snake. I had the article right here. The big snake Navajo mythology.
Is that the
creature?
UKTENA?
But yeah, it's a big rock, fucking huge ass rock, really fucking long. It's like I don't know, I don't remember exactly how long it was. I say like 50 feet or so or something like that. But it's on top of these big rocks. You know, if you ever see in Arizona and New Mexico, they have those big tumbling, big old fucking mountain shaped rocks and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Boom. They look like a big fucking landmass that's raised, like something like that. They have one of those big fucking long. It's a rock. It looks just like a snake, but the myth was it's a snake from a really long time ago that shed its skin, and it stayed there for so long that it fossilized.
Okay, look up this one. UKTNA.
I can't hear y'all
UKTNA.
monkey ass.
What? You can't hear me? Oh shit! Did we lose? See, and this mother. Oh man, and no Xavier, no Raider David, nobody. It is what it is, right? We just keep moving forward. Can't stop here. We stop here, we're known as a quitter. Don't quit. Keep moving. Just waiting for him to join back up. And we are back.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're doing some devil shit back behind the scenes, huh?
I wasn't, dude. I was saying like you couldn't hear me, and I was like, "Don't worry, he'll be back, everybody." You know, I was like, "He's not like Xavier." No, I'm just joking.
Like Jace just leave and like I had to go.
I had to go pick up my mom. You don't understand. See, what really happened was my boyfriend Matthew was calling me.
Anyways, all right. So, any final topics for the night?
Yes. Look up UK TNA.
UK TNA. What the fuck is that?
Just look it up. UK TNA Native American. Is that the same one you're talking about? When you look it up.
From Cherokee mythology option. See, that's Cherokee though.
Okay.
It looks like some Chinese shit right there.
What?
I'm looking at the picture they have for the Wikipedia page. That's why if you type in what you just said, I scroll on down on this bitch and they show me a picture that says the horned serpent. It looks like some Chinese shit.
But it's not.
Let me see what this motherfucker cultures. Okay. Mythology of many cultures include Native American peoples, Europeans, Near Eastern mythology. Yeah, David. Wrong.
No, keep going. No, it doesn't matter. We're all about mythology. This is the Peace Pipe podcast.
Many of the stories associated with the mythical. No, mystical figure with water, rain, lightning, thunder, and rebirth. Gay.
What? What about the bird I posted? There was two birds I posted.
Bird.
Yeah, there's two.
Okay, what's one of them, David?
Fuck. God damn it. Hold on.
Yeah. You ever heard of the Thunderbird?
That's one of the ones I put up there.
Yeah, the Thunderbird.
That yeah. See that? See that? See that shit, dude? I'd be on it. I did what? Okay, let me ask you this. You're Native American. I just posted a short about it. What was the wolf? What's the wolf represent as a symbol?
I did not remember. I didn't.
Damn it.
You don't even remember, do you?
Yes, I do. It means
All right.
family.
Hmm.
It means no. When wolves hunt and
Right,
pack, so
courage, loyalty,
it's
and
family.
freedom. Freedom, David. Freedom.
Yes, yes. We should get plenty of wolves everywhere and just have them fucking kill all the little fucking chihuahuas.
Wolves are not loyal to humans though, because they have this inherent like sense of like they show like dogs and wolves. They will not rely on a human to like, okay, I give up, give it to me, or like show me, or like be obedient. A wolf would just keep trying to do it on their own. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't give in to like wanting to be loyal to a human because they don't have that sense in them. You know, they're wild. They're fucking.
The native doesn't see him as a wild, but yes, we see him as a wild animal, yes, but at the same time, we see
Yeah,
them
they're cool
at,
people.
you
Killing
look at
us.
it as a whole, though. You look at it as a whole, right? So you think of the wolf, right? And when you think of wolf, you think of wolves. They hunt in a pack. They're a tight family. That doesn't mean like as a human, you're able to or capable enough to walk up and pet these motherfuckers and play with them and be like, let's play fucking catch. Let's go. Come on, I'll give you some puppy chow. Yay. No, that's not going to happen. They might eat your ass alive and I would love to film it. But at the same time, they're spiritually hold-bound. They're family. They're united. They 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 bring on the courage to hunt prey. I mean, they bring on the strength, but that is also the eagle. The eagle brings on courage to the native people. It brings on strength. It also brings on to it is close to the creator or the great spirit. Like the eagle is close to that. The bear's coming out soon, and that drops here soon, but I'm not gonna give that away. Um, I have shit coming out about like the fucking hawk, dude, the owl. Like every
Weird.
animal means
I just thought.
something.
I just thought about the wolves too. They're talking about these black wolves that they seen. Yeah, I think they're black wolves that they migrated from Canada all the way down south somewhere in like in America, like somewhere like in Kentucky or some shit like that. Have you heard about that shit? And they said it was really strange to see these wolves to like come that far down, like to migrate that far, those many miles is incredible. Wolves are fucking crazy, man. They're big motherfuckers too. Some of them get huge.
So okay, and this is no joke. So uh, one of these days, and sorry, Xavier, I know you beat the third wheel here, but it'd be nice to get our spouses on here or other halves. And like my wife will tell you, so like it was 3 weeks into our relationship in the beginning. And I don't know if you heard of the spot. It's called Kings Canyon. Have you heard of it? That's nearby.
That was a weird question to say very fast. No, I have not heard of it. Next question.
So Kings Canyon is a small waterfall that we have natural nearby that's in Carson City, Nevada. So we went up there our third week of being together and we took my mom's car because I didn't have one at the time. And we went to hike up at night at like 9:30 at night to the waterfall. We spent about 20 minutes there. We hiked back down and we're in the back seat, we're making out, whatnot. And out of the corner of her eye, she'll tell you this, and she sees this big ass dog figure. And this is like once again 14
Dog
years ago.
man. You seen the dog, man?
No, no, no. So I turn on the light, and dude, bullshit or not, I don't need anyone's approval. This thing was a fucking wolf, dude. My mama's car. This thing stood almost to the fucking top of the shit, dude. And it was big. It was like fucking 300, 250, 200 pounds. It looked like it was fucking big. I never been so quiet in my life because the door was slightly cracked. So I was like, damn, this thing's probably strong enough just to bite right that, like, just push on the glass and just shatter that motherfucking shit. So I was like, yeah, we stay quiet. She got scared. So we eventually, I was like, I'm not getting out of the car. I ain't gonna lie to you. I crawled up to the front seat through the back seat and reversed out there and fucking went home. But yeah, no, that shit was crazy. Because I've seen mountain lions, dude. It's like I've seen mountain lions, I've seen coyotes, I've seen fucking bobcats in Nevada, I've seen elk, I've seen antelope, I've seen deer, I've seen bighorn sheep. I've seen a lot, but I've never seen a fucking wolf until that night, dude. That thing was a fucking wolf. There was no fucking way. There was no collar on that motherfucker. That thing would have ate me clean as dry.
No Diddy.
No Diddy involved. No, that's all Jace right there.
Damn. Anyways, next question, Dave.
What do you mean? Next question. You got nothing to follow up on that? What I'm saying is, do you think that the Wolves could have reached here?
Possibly. I think they could.
Okay, if they're coming down from Canada, right, and they make their way to Kentucky, you're telling me they went through Tornado Alley and everything else in the fucking nowhere?
Wolves travel in packs, though. So whenever you see one wolf, there's bound to be many more. And that's why people realize, too, whenever you see a wolf...
There are lone wolves, though. There are lone wolves.
Those are the most dangerous of all. For real. That's weird. That's weird.
Okay, so here's another one, right? My dad would tell me this, and this is something that kind of gives me the goosebumps. Like, do you believe that man can be a werewolf?
You talking about like skinwalking?
Yeah.
I think it's true. I kind of know it's true because of the stories and just personal family members I talk about seeing things like that. I know it's true. It's just a lot of people say it's mythology, or like even like with the Thunderbird, how they say it was a medicine man that would go in the tree and jump out and shapeshift into a Thunderbird. A lot of people say that too, or the whole story that when they see a Thunderbird, it's great. Like it's a vision of just real prolific things that happen, good or bad. A lot of people say that shit too, but when it comes down to the shapeshifting thing, that's just possible. I think it is. The way I see it is like magic. A lot of people don't believe in magic, right? I know you fucking probably do, huh? Devil shit over there.
Okay, before you hold on now, before you continue, why you gotta say everything with the devil with me?
All right, yeah, just fuck with you. Okay.
Okay, let me say this. I've been walking. Sadly, I hate to say this, and I really hate to say this, and I mean this. When I hate to say this, I really hate to say this. Sadly, I've been walking with Christ. Sadly, literally. Do I want to walk with him? No, I don't.
It's good for you though, Dave. It is. It's good for you.
No, it's not.
They're not. But yeah, anyways, but I do believe in that shit because they say like Native Americans we believe in medicine, and like how my grandpa would say when he would talk about these things, and he don't like to say the word. So we honestly shouldn't keep saying skinwalker all that much, because a lot of my grandpa would say just saying that will bring these things around you, the bad things around you. You don't want that. But he would always tell me like it's like medicine, like good medicine, bad medicine. It's like these things they're into bad medicine. It's like if you're into good medicine, theoretically you can do these same things, but they don't do them because it's not the right thing to do. But it takes so long for them to do it, like to be able to get to the point, like with their good medicine to do these type of things and like have ceremonies or help people on spiritual journeys or heal people spiritually. Like those are the good medicine things, medicine man. But then there's a bad medicine, which is like the skinwalkers, because they're doing really bad things. And I think it is, I don't know for sure because I don't know the culture like that heavy. But the myth is the people that are into it, their family dies. A lot of their family dies. Like all of their family almost dies. To where it's like only them and their bad medicine and all the shit they're doing to people. You know what I mean? Because you don't ever hear somebody say, "Oh yeah, my cousin, brother, uncle, he." Nah, you don't hear no shit like that. You know why? Because those motherfuckers' family dies because of the bad things they do. I heard they say that they go rob fucking graves to go fucking dig up the bones so they can crush and they can blow it on people and like give them curses or like even get the grave dirt and sprinkle it on people and like put bad curses on them and shit like that. Like a lot of that shit has to do with like grave robbing, stealing shit, doing like
Okay, let me ask you this. What? Okay, you and I need to go on a spiritual walk together, like from dusk to dawn.
that's the dawn. A whole day?
No, night to morning.
Night to morning. All
Yes.
night? Fucking die in the middle
Yeah.
of the day. What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about? You die more likely during the day without having fucking water with the heat.
Yeah, but in the fucking daytime, you can see the cocksuckers out there trying to murderize you like snakes and fucking mountain
They're
lions.
not. They're not trying to kill you.
Oh yeah, they will.
Uh,
I know you want to
They
get fucking spit by a fucking rattlesnake, but not me, man.
don't spit. That's dude. No. See, a spitting. That's a cobra. That's not a rattlesnake.
I'm saying
Rattlesnakes don't
bit,
spit.
not spit, bit like a motherfucker. You don't want none of that, Dave.
But you could take my way with my dad with me, and I'll do your way with you
You and your
and your
Paiute
way.
shit.
It, you know what's crazy is like you're gonna learn this probably the hard way more than you are now. Like you might be enjoying the show and whatnot, but like when we do it in person and we start drinking, and then you see the more that I drink, like the more like we're gonna do dumb shit. It's gonna happen.
See, you're dangerous, man.
I'm
I
not
like to
dangerous. I'm just fun.
I like to drink, but I don't like drinking and doing dumb shit. I may do dumb shit and then drink a
But
little bit.
but my like okay, so like this is why I say dust to dawn. If you go dust to dawn, for me, and this is my once again, this can you be like, dude, I'd rather do it during the day because I like this aspect. But like for me, to see up into heaven, which is like for me, for my dad, is like the stars and like the universe itself is it's my dad's dead. So like that's a maybe that's why I say this and like I hold it deep and like that's probably like the best way for me to have a piece of him with me. But like that's pretty much it. Like it's a way for me to know that even when I die and my kids live and they have kids and they continue and blah blah blah, like I will forever be there. Like I might not be a human. Maybe I come back as a fucking flower. Maybe I'm a star because I did the right thing in life. Or maybe I moved to, to become part of the great spirit to cause someone else to become part of it. Like regardless of the outcome, like for me personally, like that's my escape. That's my it's like doing this. Like I'm able to look up at night and just know there's something more than what is just now.
I feel you, man. I don't know, but tonight's not for me. I'm sorry. In the desert, no, man. None of that. I'd be fucking paranoid. I would want to drink a
But
beer
you
the
want to
whole.
go when it's 5 degrees and sweating and be like, dude, I made like 50 feet with me and I'm
Yeah, I'll be
already
fucking
having the
playing
time.
music. I'll be having a fucking 24 pack. I'll be having shit going down.
All right,
Sounds like a good
we can
time to
do
me.
it.
Let's do it, Dave.
We can do it. We
Let's
gotta
do
get
it.
X though. Dude. We gotta get X to do it. I don't know.
I don't think he's a
I feel
drinking.
like
He's not really a drinking man.
No.
I'll tell you. I will tell you about what happened last time. The last two times we drank together. But when we see him, just remind me to ask him what happened the last time you drank with me. Just like 1 or 2 beers. That's all he had. Then we can pick up from the storyline from after that.
He had a couple drinks with you?
A beer or two. That was
Let me and just a yes or no, and I'll shut up from there. He hates doing the show.
nah. He's just being retarded right now. That's all it is.
He hates doing the show.
Hates doing the show. I don't think he really hates doing the show. He just crybaby lately. He's a youngster. That's why. I could honestly care less. I just like hanging out. Like,
So
I'm
what do
gonna
you
do this.
think about it?
I'm just gonna do this anyways. I'm just gonna be like smoking a joint and a cigar and drinking a couple beers on a Sunday anyways. I know it's not for
So
everybody.
I'm curious though. What does the show bring for you?
Just the way that for us to hang out. That's all it is for me. You know, we can talk about something interesting. It's like going to a bar with a buddy and just like, hey man, let's have a beer and talk about some shit. That's like how it is for me.
See,
That's how I
that's
feel
what
like
makes you.
for everyone else. Whenever anyone else is here, it's like that's how everyone should feel. It's like we're a peace pipe podcast. Not really without the podcast. You know, we're in a peace pipe circle. That's really what it is. You know, like we're on the circle. We all passing
So
the.
what are your boundaries?
What do you mean? Why are you getting all technical and shit? Yeah, you sound like a
Well,
fucking girlfriend or something.
no, no, because
Your
there's reasons
boundaries. What
why.
do you mean? In what
But
kind?
like, so if no, because you said, and this is what just came out your mouth, is people that are close nearby, right? You know me because we worked together in the past. You know Xavier because we all three worked together in the past. But what I'm saying is, if I would bring somebody outside the circle to be a live guest one night, would you be okay with that? That had nothing. I mean, you would probably have to. I'll tell you, who, if I get somebody like, hey, do you research a little bit about so and so?
I would like
How
it
would
to
you?
be. I would like it to be another native person, just because the whole theme of our podcast is we're natives. But I'm not opposed to anyone else. If they're good people, so it is what it is. Just tell me who they
So,
is and yeah.
so when do we get your grandpa on?
Well, having my grandpa as the third man, peace pipe pipe. Hell yeah, he'll be the medicine man for us, for real. For
Dude, he
real.
would have way
It'll give me
better than
yeah.
me.
That's gonna be our break time. It's my grandpa's time where he can tell us a story about his life, and he'll take a good moment. Everyone can soak it in and shut their mouths and feel what it feels like to be a person from his time and era. Because like me and you, we're like kind of rushing the way we talk and everything. My grandpa has a different vibe. He's really kick back and like will tell you real slow. Like, back then we used to go down and go get
It-
soda pop. I was only a quarterback in those days.
I'm
He's
just
like,
asking
you know
that.
how fucking long that took for me to tell you I went down and get a soda for a quarter? That's how my grandpa talks.
Dude, my mom will tell you the same shit. Dude, she'll be like, she's fucking old school, man. She's fucking weird. Not
I
in a
like
bad
older
way,
people.
but
Older people have knowledge. It's great to learn from them.
what about out of curiosity, like are you this is I take that my wife is different at the sea than I am, so I take your wife has a different background than you.
Yeah, my wife's a Mexican.
My wife's fucking Italian, North Korean, and Puerto Rican, so I don't want to
Oh,
hear
how
it.
you doing? Okay, all right. Good. Does no disrespect. Does your wife cook good food?
She loves rice. And that's not the Puerto Rican and that's not the Asian, but maybe it is both of them. I don't fucking know. I can
Didn't
never
you just say
decide
your
which
wife's
one.
Italian?
What?
You said your wife's Italian.
She's Italian, Puerto Rican, and North Korean.
So does she make some good shit like some Italian food?
Yeah, but I like the the Korean side more.
Really? So out of all ethnic parts of your wife, you like the Korean part more?
Yeah,
What's the best Korean food she made?
Korean short ribs
Oh, like the Korean
on
barbecue,
the
right?
on the bone and everything, dude. It's amazing.
Oh,
Don't
there,
get me
hell
wrong.
yeah. Oh man, you sound like a spot to hit on a Friday night. Shit. Yeah, my
Honestly,
wife's
you should. That'd be a great time. Me, you, and X fucking having you up for dinner.
actually gonna be the third wheel. Yeah.
Well, he's not gonna be the third wheel because I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell my wife to get the fuck to the
Yeah.
bedroom because he's
Getting a
thinking about
fucking
her.
girlfriend or something. Yeah.
But like
Don't,
you know,
don't ask my wife.
I
She'll invite us all over.
that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I got kids too.
Anyway,
I don't know how many. I mean, you might have more than me. I only got two, but
yeah, I got 3 kids.
man, how old?
6, 7. No. It's gonna be 8 now tomorrow. So 8, 7, and 3.
12 and 8.
Damn, you get some old kids.
Some old motherfuckers.
God damn it, yo. All right,
Dude,
yeah.
I hear my son talking shit all the time. He's like, "All you old heads on here." I'm like, "What are you talking about, old heads?" He's like, anyone that's 30 or above. I'm like, "You better watch who the fuck you're talking to." He's like, "No, I'm talking to this guy." I'm like, "I don't give a flying fuck who you talking to."
The fuck?
Motherfucker, I'm 36. I'm old as fuck to you then.
Yeah, man. I turned 32 this year. I feel like I'm already getting old, man.
Really?
That's,
You're only 32?
yeah, I'm just 32.
Dude,
What? It seems like I'm older. A lot of people think I'm like in my 20s still.
I would have said 27.
Yeah, huh? I seem young. It's just I look young. Have a
It,
baby.
it's more the visual than the sound. You sound your age, but you look slightly younger. Maybe, you know,
If I was to
yeah,
shave my face, I would look like I was 15 probably still.
nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Nah, it's horrible.
I mean, if your wife likes it, have your wife have your wife. Because I can grow this shit back out just to make her happy.
Are you insinuating my wife's a pedophile? What the hell?
My wife robbed the cradle. I'm fucking 5 years younger than her. Okay, when she was
Really?
18, I was 13. Look at it like that. See that?
My wife only she's the same year as me. So
See, my wife's 5 years old, almost 5 years older than me. So when she was 18, I was 13. Okay. When she was
really?
21, I was
Huh.
16. Like, you robbing the cradle, bitch. You robbing the cradle.
But it's nice to have a Mexican wife because of the Mexican food. You ever seen that meme where it's like, "Oh, I want Mexican food tonight"? Yeah, it's like my wife all the time. One thing I love about my wife is that I can get her mother to come over, my mother-in-law. Ever since I left LA, I always want this certain burrito from Lupe's. This place called Lupe's, right? It's getting a lot more famous now that motherfuckers are charging for this shit. But I'd always get a beef, bean, and cheese burrito. It was the only place I'd get this tasting well. Man, my mother-in-law made me the same shit. I told my wife, I was like, where does she get this? How does she make it? This is what I've been looking for. I've been looking all over fucking town for something that tastes like that, man. Sometimes it's the mother-in-laws that make something good for you. Oh, yeah. I don't know about Dave. Maybe he's got some Korean mother-in-law. I wonder what fucking Alaskan people eat. You fucking whale? How the fuck do you, like, how do you find a fucking whale? Like, you just fucking looking in the ocean, like, for a certain spot? These fuckers are huge, I know that, but how much fucking time do they spend in one little area to go fucking hunt a whale? That's some shit. And even not even, like, it's not meat, right? It's not. Whale is like,
So,
whale is blubber, right?
correct. They also make perfume out of it.
So when motherfuckers go and hunt whale, they're really just hunting like just a big old fucking blob of fat, right?
Pretty much.
How is that fucking? Oh, they're strict on it now too. Like no one can hunt whale unless they're.
Yeah, I guess I'm weird, dude. So when you order a steak, do you not like the fat on the steak?
Nah. You want to
Fuck
get
yeah,
fucked?
dude.
Man, I'm already fat as is, man. I ain't trying to get no fucking heart attack by the time I'm 40 and shit, because I'm eating gristle
I'd be
off of.
chewing on that shit like crazy, dude. It's like jerky.
Dude,
Constant
you need
chew.
it, because you're skinny as shit, man. I don't know what you're doing. Those devil acrobats, or I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. Yeah, something. It's burning all the calories.
That's every time it's the devil. It's the devil.
It is, man. I'm telling you, burning all the calories and shit.
I keep saying that my whole life that I believed in the Great Spirit and fucking sadly other things, but like
I'm just like the water boy. It's like, who invented the electricity? The devil
the
did.
devil, the devil did it. Man, it's crazy though, bro. Like the devil did it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna blame that motherfucker next time.
Why didn't Xavier show up tonight? Well, the devil did it. You know what I'm saying?
Devil did it, man. He double diddled him. Just like that day he drank that Dos Equis and got double dose diddy.
Dude, I can't get X to smoke with me, to drink with me. I doubt when we invite him to all three of us to have dinner together, I doubt he even eats with us. He's
He's
like,
like
nah, I don't.
a monk. He's like a monk. I do not do none of these things. For real, he don't do shit. I mean, it's cool, man. Do something else though. Like go hang out somewhere, go ride a fucking skateboard or something, man.
I know how to break that, bro. I know how to break it. And you're about to probably be like, that's
Maybe
funny
he's an
and not really
underground
laugh.
barbecue maker. Maybe he's like a fucking like a master barbecue in Texas.
You just gotta bring a liter, fucking 2 liter of Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper?
Dude, that might break his soul enough to be like, let's party.
I'm gonna entice him next time. We should call him right now. He's probably not even awake, huh?
Call him real quick, see what he's doing. Put him on blast. He's like, dude, I'm playing Call of Duty right now.
Beating off right now. He's not gonna answer either. Yeah. He's gonna like fucking block us right now. Am I too drunk to find his number? Never once paid for drugs.
Come on.
Once.
I hear him just fine. So they're still fucking live. I ain't talking.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
He's doing something special. Don't
Do you
tell
have
me your
days
monkey
done?
is sleeping at 12 o'clock. Because when it comes down to food, you young as shit, man.
Do you have
Who's
days
21
number?
midnight? Damn person.
Do you have days number?
Another date. The next time he's on, he will break his balls indeed.
Do you have Dave's number?
David? Nah, I don't know.
If I send it to you, will you fucking call him on the fucking shit?
Hell nah. Me and that fool gonna have beef tomorrow and shit. Like, what's up, fool? You call me too late, Vato? For real. Nah, I can't do that to that humble like that.
Damn.
Why, you want me to prank call somewhere right now? You're fucking tripping balls, fool.
I didn't say prank call. I was going to tell that motherfucker to join. He ain't doing nothing. He's getting late for the first time. He finally got fucking, sex on the reg. You know what I'm saying?
Who am I? None of my business. Why, you looking for someone to call?
No. I was fucking, David was like it the whole week. Like I said, he was like, dude, I want to join. I can't wait. Blah, blah, blah. Played Fortnite. He was like, yeah, we're gonna go live together. Hey, dude, I'm sorry, I can't make it tonight.
Sounds like you want to hear about this than anything, David.
A little bit, bro. A little bit, yeah. It's like the eagle coming upon me and telling me, hey, bad times. And I see the owl during the day because my dad always told me if I saw an owl during the day, someone close to me was going to love that I loved was going to die. And my friendship has died.
Super good, David. Super good.
I'm just joking, bro. What the fuck, dude? I'm trying to keep conversation going.
Anyways.
But one more beer and then we'll end it. But we got to get through this one, and then we're good.
I know.
All right. If that means you
I'm drinking more than you are. This is tequila in this. So
5%.
this is like
Thank you.
yeah, two
Thank you.
beers.
5% alcohol. I know that's more like apple juice than anything.
Right.
Shit, dude. What is it though? Is it 12%?
I think it's only 5 or something like that. But I'm telling you,
Really?
man, I drink 2 of these, and I feel fucked up. Like I drink 2 tall
What?
cans. I can drink 3
Can
tall
you
cans of big gravy.
show me one more time? Show me one more time. Oh shit! Hold on. Show me one more time. I want to know so I can buy him. VMC. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's right here
VMC.
on the bottom. Look, yeah, 5.5 only.
What the fuck? Okay. I gotta try them.
The only thing is they're tequila with sparkling water and flavor. It's just a fucking tequila drink. That's all it is.
Have you tried the Sunny D's?
Sunny D,
Yeah. Have you heard that? Have you heard of the alcohol?
alcohol, Sunny D.
It's Sunny D vodka seltzers. Dude, not bad, bro. Not bad.
I don't know. It sounds like a bad time because it's gonna ruin my childhood. You know what I mean? Like,
It's something you do in the morning, dude. It's like a wake up with your breakfast.
oh, it's like a mimosa.
Are you, if you're a native, bro, you're an alcoholic like me. You drink all day. Don't lie.
So on the weekends, at least, yeah, on the weekends. Especially this weekend. Practical in the morning for a player. I don't give a shit. You don't like it. I see your hatred building over there.
What the fuck, bro? Like what hate? The only hate I got is for one guy that is hair, bald, hair, faggot, blue Jeep, blue truck, F word, JT. That's the best I can say.
Some people, man. Some people just don't.
You know who I saw the other day that wouldn't say anything to me, and I'll say his full name, and I hope his faggot ass counterpart is watching. And I walked right into him, and he didn't say a goddamn word. Was Cody Fuda? I wish that motherfucker would say something. I'd love to smash his face in one time. That would be great.
All that.
I can't. Oh yeah, yeah. I hate him, just like Jeff. But I miss Steven, dude. I miss you. I miss fucking. I don't know if I miss. Nah, Jason's okay. Matthew's okay. David, I miss. Richard Nixon, not so much.
There's a lot of good people. When it comes down to it, I'm probably gonna be on my way out anyways too. So
Are you serious?
I have to think about my family when it comes down to it. Because I've had such a good time in my 20s. Like I said, I worked in cannabis since my son when he
You
was
fucked
born.
up because you went to HR. Now Jeff knows everything.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Because when it comes down to it, whatever was said is true. And I don't care.
Jeff Taylor, you're a fucking bitch. What? Yeah, it's true.
That's all
Anyway.
speculation to me.
But did you think about where you might go?
I have a couple options open. I'm just waiting for the process of a few. And
Let me just say, don't go to Panasonic. Don't go to fucking Tesla. Any other than that, dude? Good luck. Just don't go
yeah.
there.
Like you said, I'm not gonna be treated like shit and be discriminated because when it comes down to discrimination is what it's about. And I'm tired of not saying nothing and being discriminated against because that's the worst thing to deal with all the time, you know. And I could just be working in the cannabis division. Like I used to work for so many fucking years. It was the best fucking time of my life. But you work so hard, you wait so long to get good pay, and then companies go down and they cut you back. And it's like I can't do that anymore. I like working with weed and all that. I used to love doing that all the time, being around weed all day long. Now I can care less. I just need to have a good job for my family. And it sucks, man, because I'm a good worker. I want to just work somewhere where I can fucking make good money. But that's not how America works.
Anthony,
I'm a big guy with.
don't worry, dude. So this is the goal. Like with the one person watching, I appreciate you watching right now, and you're fucking amazing. I love you. Thank you for watching the Peace Pipe podcast. But this is where everything changes, like slowly over time. I'm not saying over tomorrow night everything's gonna be golden, but you know what? Anthony's gonna find another fucking job because it's gonna be better for him and his family, like he was saying. And Anthony, I encourage you to try to promote the channel because if we could make even just not just $100 a month each to have a fun time on our channel and just do it together, and you'll be able to see everything like I've showed you in photos of our messages with Xavier, like how much views we've had, whatever. Like I'll share everything with this channel with you guys, and the faster we make something off of it, better. But the more we share it, the more we promote it, the more we get the word about the channel out there, the more that we'll be successful. And honestly, it's just talking about what we want to talk about and having fun with it more than what everyone else wants to hear about, because I don't want to talk about the day fucking party, but I don't want to see you at Maine either. That's just as bad. Not to bring up that company, but yeah, you deserve better, bro. Like I know the work ethic that you're worth. If I was personally running a company, honestly, my personal rate for you, I'd probably pay you at least 45 an hour. Um, you know shit that you have learned on the fly. I know that. You're intelligent, you're smart, you're hardworking. You know how to fix a problem, how fast to fix a problem, what to do. You're not like, hey, can you lay me out for the day? The knowledge is there, dude. Like, don't ever think like you can't fucking do something you've never done before, because that's not true.
And whatever, it's all good with these people. Because when it comes down to it, they're gonna lose out on someone that's gonna be knowledgeable. Because as much as I don't want to waste my time, and I wouldn't say it's a waste of time knowing the things I know with where I work at. No, it's just I'm gonna learn as fast as I am how I did now and do the same type of work somewhere else and benefit them. And it's just a waste for them because I learned all that for them to not benefit from. So it's cool because you know what? In the end, I'm gonna be happy somewhere else, and they can know
Dude, we're gonna
do what they gotta do, and I can care
but,
less if they fuck them. It's cool.
but
So
see, at the end of this is what makes it great. At the end of the day, no matter how many companies we work for, no matter how many jobs we work, no matter how many hours we do, if we put the time in to do what we're doing now and to have the opportunity to make money off just doing what we love, it's probably the greatest $100 you'll ever fucking make in a month and you'll ever make. I'm just saying beginning. Like that's probably gonna be the best $100 you fucking made that you did your whole life working. Like I want to be able for you and Xavier to slowly change everything around, dude. Like shit's hard. I get it. Working for a start company's hard. I get it. I've been there, done that.
it is what it is. Things are tough all over for everybody, man. This motherfucker out there working at Wendy's. That's like, man, I wish I had a good job right now. It's all good, man. You just gotta keep on fucking hoping. Keep on doing what you gotta do. You know, be a good person. Because you let these bad people get to you and make you seem like you're the worst person. Well, in the end, what are they gonna take? The one that gets paid more than you, or you? When you both that crazy, you know. So let him. I ain't got no time for him. That was for my 20s now. Being someone in my 30s now, I think about it, I was like, it's just a waste of time.
Like not to put anybody on blast, but there's somebody that's working with you right now, Dave, Raider Dave, that was going to join us tonight. He actually left the last company a very bad note, but still got the opportunity where he works right now,
Shit.
which is not a bad thing. Like that's a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, there's good people that work there that they probably wouldn't have a good job, anywhere else. They probably fucking couldn't get it because their background, or whatever. But they were able to get into a good job. And not knocking where we're at now, like where I'm at now.
No, dude. Like they pay. I used to work there, and like I'll admit, like they pay decent, but it's not the best, but it's not close to the worst.
Yeah, it's like the environment needs to be worked on. The managerial communication and logistics of everyday warehouse needs to be worked on. That's really what it comes down to. Morale needs to be held up. Because just because you're in a management office does not mean you're better than anyone. The person that's on the floor making the fucking store run. It's just like if everyone that was there, not there, making the littlest thing move, just because you're in the office does not mean it's gonna be running well.
We just broke 100. We just broke 135 subscribers. Thank you.
And when it comes down to it, that's a lot of people forget. The little man is what makes the big plan work, no matter what. So always give it to that person that stocked that toilet paper to wipe your ass in that restroom, to the person that put that fucking cheese on your taco. No matter what, there's always the little man that everyone fucking forgets. And yeah, the world needs their ditch diggers.
Do you miss working with Richard Nixon?
Fuck no. To be honest,
you miss.
I had to do his job for him.
Would you mind him on the show? No, a full out brawl. Like you guys go like fucking head to head on this shit, and of course,
we have some interest. And what sucks with people, I've told you before, there's some times that I do not like people, and I will give them the chance because I think maybe they're good people, and I met good friends like that. He's like on his third chance.
But do you like me?
I would say honestly, Dave.
There's no hesitation, bro. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? You hesitated for 3 seconds?
I would say I almost did not give you a second chance, but I was thinking like this. I was like, you know what? When I first met you, I was like, he's kind of a dick. But I was like gonna brush you off. I was like, whatever. And he's not really cool like that. But I'll give him a second chance. Because I thought of myself, you know what? Dave's a good person. When you first started talking to me, I was like, man, he seems like a good dude.
Okay, now knowing me for as long, do you fucking think I'm a bad person now?
I always think you're good people. I wouldn't be here on this podcast if it wasn't for you, Dave. If I didn't like you, and if I really didn't like your devil shit and all that shit, I would say fuck you, Dave. I wouldn't even talk to you.
Once again, everybody the devil.
Yeah, but even though you were devil man, it's cool. That's you. And that's why I always tell you, like, I understand your plight because I see where your background is. Being a native man, I can relate to that. And I've seen that because I've seen that in my own family. Not like specifically your own deal. Like, no. I can see where a lot of what you've been through, some of my family members have been through and they relate to. So I can understand, like, where you're coming from. You know what I mean? If it was some other motherfucker, where I'm at now, Mr. Devilman, and I'm interested in all that black magic shit. It's like, nah. Fuck all that bullshit. Nah.
All I ever wanted was to get that company in the right way. I busted my ass. I went on weekends. I fucking tore my hand open. I've done a lot. For what?
People don't see that. The struggles, the little things, because to a lot of to other people is like, are you more compliant with the way I'm gonna treat you? You want me to treat you like if I can treat you like shit, you shut your mouth, get the job done, even though it's not as up to par as I would like it. You're mainly the whole thing is like, I treat you like shit and you're gonna put up with it. That's all it is. They don't like people that give them static back. They don't like that shit. That's really what it comes down to.
I'm about to change your world, bro, upside down when we do end the podcast. Like you and I have known each other in person. We live in the same city. Blah blah blah. You have my personal number. I have yours. Like, dude, I'm about to blow your fucking mind. Like, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow we're gonna talk at least 20 minutes, like I said, and I'm gonna set you in the right path, and I'm gonna if you have questions, and we're gonna make you a
About what?
passive income,
Oh,
making a
okay. Devil
making a
shades, okay.
passive.
No
No, no,
devil
no,
shades.
no, no devil shit.
Right.
Just a passive income with you not doing too much with making that passive income. Because honestly, like, and man to man, you know this more than me. Just like I know this with my family more than you. You have been through a lot, and regardless if that's through someone else's a lot, through my a lot, through your a lot, whatever it may be. You have been through a lot with you and your wife and your kids for a long time. And I'm going to change everything for you. We're going to continue the Peace Pies podcast. And hopefully, Xavier will fucking join us by the next episode. And we'll continue the Peace Pie podcast. But we're going to talk tomorrow, and we're going to make you a couple extra passive incomes.
I got you, dude. No worries. Well, it was a pretty nice one tonight, right, Dan? How you feel about ending it about right here? Are you gonna go a little bit?
How about 20 more minutes?
All right. I need a break, man. Give me a minute. But you want to lead us into another topic right now before I just
Go ahead. If you got to turn off your camera, do anything, do it now. Or whenever you feel like. Next topic. And those who are watching, we got 2 in here right now. If you don't mind subscribing, liking, sharing this out. If you have a topic on mind, please share it. I told Anthony we would dig into this a little bit tonight. We kind of hit on the topic, but not really. Where are you spiritually? Where are you with your satisfaction and your beliefs? Where are you? My beliefs may be different from yours. My religious beliefs are different from yours. And Anthony is going to be the reason why we just solve my question and his question. And I'm hoping that any moment now, at this moment, Anthony will turn on his camera and his microphone.
Hey, damn.
It's like a miracle out here. Holy shit, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Can I bother you for a second?
The motherfucker leaves right after you told me. The fuck?
You like that?
Oh, Budweiser? Oh, okay. Okay. You got at least a Bud Light one. I like Bud Light. I don't like Budweiser. It's just too heavy. For me, it's just like it's too many hops. Like, yeah, I like light beers better. That's why I don't
No,
drink.
I like Bud.
That's why I don't like drinking Coors. I rather drink Coors Light. It's better.
Where are you at spiritually right now?
With everything in life, everything's good. To me,
But
it's like with bad things that happen. It's like I'm built for bad times. You know, I can always bounce back. You know, I know how to
but
fucking
what's bad?
just uncertainty. Um,
God,
like not really anything like nowadays in my life. Nothing's bad like that. No.
white man Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Jesus wasn't white.
Oh, are you getting into Black Jesus now? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, not even close. Not sound fucked up, but he was brown.
Well, he's not a white man. I wouldn't say that.
No,
Because look at where he came from. Jesus would of Nazareth,
Yes.
right? And that part of the globe, and everyone from different parts of the globe, wherever you are to the equator, the closer you are to the equator, the darker you are because of the sunlight. It's like everyone from from Northern America, just past Mexico on down to Northern or Southern America, the darker people get because they're closer to the equator. It's just a thing, pigment, You're closer to the sun, so you're gonna be fucking darker. So I do think Jesus, if he was in that part of the world, he would be inherently darker. He wouldn't be no fucking white man. Plus, he was born where in Nazareth, so there were like Jewish people, right? Jewish and right Hebrews.
Okay, you can't say Jewish and then Hebrew. I'm sorry, but like
Sorry.
Jewish is Hebrew,
Okay,
bro.
so yeah, same shit.
Aramaic.
Yeah.
So okay, Jesus was born in Nazareth. The three wise kings show up. What happens after that?
Is this a fucking Bible study right now, Phil?
Maybe. I'm trying to make this fucking interesting. Can you answer the question or not? Like, put me on the spot. Answer me a question.
Okay, Jesus was born.
In
Then
Nazareth,
Nazareth.
three king,
Three
three
kings
kings
go
come.
see, yeah, they go in to see the king to tell him
What happens?
who's the
That
king.
he is the king of man,
No.
pretty much.
Yeah, the king of man. That's who he came to come tell him, the king of man. But the king was a Roman king, and he
He
said,
was the king of kings.
yes, king of kings. And they call him, the Romans call him the king of the Jews because the Jewish people that
No. See,
they
it's
call that they
only
slandered
certain Jews believed in it. Go ahead.
exactly because that's why a Jew like Hasidic Jews they don't believe in Jesus. They believe in the Old Testament because they don't believe Jesus was the true
They
disciple.
believe in Muhammad, but anyway, yes.
Yeah, in the time, there's Jewish people that believed in the Old Testament, and because Jesus Christ came, the Son of God came, they said, okay, you're the true disciple. So there were Jewish that became Christians, but it wasn't a thing to be Christian. So they said, oh, he was the king of the Jews at the time. That's the way that the Romans would slander him and say, oh, the king of the Jews, go find that motherfucker and go kill him. So they went out and sent the best soldiers to go and find him as he. Mother Mary, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, man, I'm rusty on shit. Okay, tell us the devil, man, since you're so
No,
into
no,
the
no.
Bible.
Keep going. So they send out the best troops. Who is the
Yes,
best troop?
best Roman troops. Yeah, I don't know his fucking name. King douchebag.
Pontius Pilate.
There you go, Pontius Pilate, to go and find baby Jesus, little baby Jesus. Yeah. I remember that story
Well,
from one of the
so
stories
so the,
when baby Jesus was being smuggled out. They were on a donkey, and as they
not
were
a bow
coming,
smuggler.
yeah, when he was on a donkey.
Bow smugglers are gay.
Yeah, Mary had baby Jesus on the donkey. They stopped him, and God changed baby Jesus into a bouquet of flowers when the guard stopped him to look for Jesus. Do you remember this part of the Bible? I know you. I know you do.
Keep going.
Yeah. That's all I remember. I'm sorry, Mister. Make me feel bad, you devil bastard.
It's not the devil. Okay, first off, not to break people's religion out there, but Christianity, there's a lot to go that wrong with it. But anyway, so Jesus is born, and the three kings say, "Oh wow, this is the baby. He's the king of kings." And then they leave, and then basically everything else happens. We all know Jesus dies for our sins, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a big Jesus follower, I'm sorry, but I know a lot about the Bible. But at the same time, um, hmm, Pontius Pilate came and he was the final figure to nail Jesus to the cross and at his command, and they begged him and told him not to do it. God
But he didn't
apparently,
pardon him when he was a baby, though, did
hold
he?
on, hold on.
He did not.
No, he didn't do it when he was a baby. He did it when they were grown. Jesus was the age of 32 years
How long?
old when he
So it
died
took
on
him
the cross.
32 years to find him, though, wasn't it?
36, 32, somewhere around there.
Oh, I thought you know a
Um,
lot about the Bible. Huh?
well, I mean, we could estimate the time he could be at 32, but there's also estimate that he could be 36 around the time.
He was in
Anyway,
his 30s then.
he was in his 30s, and Jesus gets hung, and it was by Pontius Pilate's hand because he was lead commander. And that's why when you asked me earlier if there's anybody I could bring back to life, why him? And it'd be because why would you do this to somebody that everybody in the world would sooner than later find as the Holy Messiah? But really, in my opinion, you guys could all hate me, is not the Holy Messiah, because if you want to think about what is the most holy thing in this fucking planet, it's when you have a relationship like I do or like Anthony does, and you have a fucking kid. That is the most precious fucking thing in this fucking planet. You can bring religion all you want, but um,
I disagree. The most precious thing in this world is to be, like how you said, in a relationship with a woman, but to have life with the woman, to have a baby
well, I
that's.
mean, the life is there. Don't get me wrong, the life is fucking there. If not, there would be no fucking kids.
Well, tell me this though:
But
you think your own relationship is more important than your own child's life?
yes, no, my child's life is more important.
Exactly my
You
point.
know, you know why? Because my
It's
relationship has
why
already happened. My
Christ is.
relationship is
Hold on now,
no,
hold on. Is because Jesus Christ was God's only begotten Son, just like how us and
God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit are one. They're the Trinity. You cannot
exactly
say
they're
that God.
one, but the same thing, just like how God is one. But like my point, the reason why that baby is so important to you is because why? It comes from you. That's why, right?
He did not come from me. I am from a different
I'm talking
bond.
about your kid, though. I'm talking about your kid.
We didn't come from no. My kid came from my vine. I did not come from his vine.
Exactly, and that's why God's love is that important, and that's how it should be because it, in all understanding, we're all from God. Whether you believe it or not, okay. You don't believe it, that's fine, and that's your
No,
choice.
I get what you're saying.
And that's why people have that love for God, you know. And it's hard for people to believe. It's like, how can you believe in something that's not there? It's
But
called
there's
faith,
Jews out there that believe that Jesus is not the one. It was Muhammad.
just like Muslims do.
They
But
also believe it was
he was still the man though, and there was a lot
Ali.
of controversial things about all that too. So
Man. Hmm. So I put out a short on the channel recently. It was do you believe in dragons? So do you ever did I know I asked you this before. So there's a new discovery recently. It's probably like 3 months old now, 2 months old, that they broke into a new ocean into Antarctica. Now, with that being said, and they found so many different land or ocean species of starfish and everything
oh, you
else.
talking about them
Do you,
talking about breaking into like an ice fall somewhere in Antarctica or some shit like that?
correct, correct. Now, do you think that there could still be a species of dragon that's water type that we don't know?
Who knows? Because the most unexplored parts of the world are the oceans. And know how the and to go back to the Bible, in Revelations they say about how beasts are going to come to the earth and this and that. I believe if that's going to happen, those are things that are buried beneath, like in ocean. That's the reason why we never been there. That's why we don't have the capability to do that. I feel like there's some shit gonna go at the end of times. It's gonna come out of the ocean. That's what I think.
I wanted to make this fucking video, but I was told not to. I'm not gonna say who told me no, but I wanted to make the video of Cthulhu coming back to life, and I had an amazing image made because I do a lot of AI stuff for the channel, the shorts, and I had a badass image of him coming back, and I wanted to use it, but I thought not to because I was like, this is probably not what we talk a lot about.
We can do that. I don't give a shit. When it comes down
You know
to
who Cthulhu is, right?
no, explain.
Look it up. Chulta. I think that's how you spell it. Chulatha. Cthulhu. Do you know anything about him?
No.
Oh god. I'm about to put you down a rabbit hole. Hood.
Are you talking about this shit that's
Cthulhu.
fucking HP Lovecraft shit?
Cthulhu, motherfucker. It is a true man octopus looking creature that grew from the. He is meant to be.
I believe in that type of shit. Because like how they said there's like a gigantic squid underneath in the sea that can take over shit like take over vessels and shit like that. Like some fucking Pirates of the Caribbean type shit. Captain Jack Sparrow. Ain't that right, Rambo? My question is, why was pirates they like rum? Why didn't pirates like vodka or whiskey? Why was it rum?
Because rum was easier to make.
Really?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. So would you rather have an old? I mean, fuck, man. No. Yeah.
I'd rather have some
Rum.
like vodka because you can like make it out of potatoes or whatever the fuck you know what I mean, or whiskey because it comes from corn mash, just straight up corn or from rye. Yeah.
We got to do that sometime though. Make our own.
Oh, Nevada is legal too. We can make spirits. Yeah, alcohol for home use only, not for sale though. But I'll be down to make some alcohol.
So here's something. Here's something for you, and this is not guaranteed to happen to the channel. But I mean, we're both co-hosts of the channel, and Xavier has his opinion, so it's not 100% even, no matter what you answer. Um, how do you feel about doing a giveaway?
No giveaway. If we have enough people, we can do a giveaway. If there's like at least fucking like 20 people, if we can do 20 people on a show, then we can give a giveaway.
Okay, so what would you want to give away though? Would you rather make a shirt, a hat?
I would like to have a shirt or a sweater. That'd be cool.
Because regardless of what we choose, we all have to pitch in 1/3 of the cost for the merchandise. It'd be a custom made, one of a kind.
Yeah, I'll probably just make like fucking.
I mean, the person that I have to say this. I'm sorry. I want you to think about this. The person that wins the fucking sweater, if we go with the sweater, is the only person in the world that has the sweater.
Well, it has to be one of one.
It's a one of a kind.
We can do that.
I mean, we could sign it all and do the logo and all sign it like signature and like even if regardless of whatever, but we'll talk about it. But like, that would bring a lot, dude. So like another thing is like we need to make stickers. We need to make posters. We need to make fucking something to give away to people.
Well, I would
Um,
like to do the same logo with the heads, but we'll put our own faces on it in black and white.
but then we would all have to hang out, and I would have to photo all of us together, and we'd have to figure out who's center, who's left, who's right. I'm willing to take a left or right. I'm okay with that. I'm an
Oh,
ugly motherfucker,
so
and
we can
probably
play.
you're probably more native than me. And no offense, Xavier, you're not here, so you can't say.
No,
So I claim left because that's love. I claim left. Xavier's not here, so he's right. You're center. See that?
that's how politics works.
What do you mean politics, motherfucker? He ain't here. That's his fault.
All right, then I guess. Okay, we can do that. And if he wants to center, I can care less. Whatever.
He can take center, and we can take left and right. But I want left because that's love.
I honestly think that's how it should be because it's Peace Pipe Podcast. The way I envisioned this whole thing was you're on the dark side, I'm on the light. Xavier's in the middle because he's in between on which side he's on. That's the reason why I had this goals. Like I said, I like the way they're positioned. That's the whole concept.
Perfect.
Yeah. So like me on one side, like even if like your face is, black or even whatever. We'll talk about that later, but when it comes down to it, that's the whole concept of it.
I appreciate the dude. We had a solid 2 people the whole time that we've been talking about this.
2 people? Wow. Fucking amazing. Probably one hater.
Honestly,
Probably one douchebag. Sorry if you're not, but yeah, sorry. If you
at
are,
least say something that you're in here. Like, let us know you're here.
well, fuck
Something. Say
them.
hi.
Whatever. Or even tell us what do you want us to talk about because you got a few, like a little bit of time left, or even for next time. Tell us you want to go somewhere. Like, tell us to go to fucking Virginia City. Tell us to drive off the fucking cliffs. Do something. Yeah.
Yeah, please tell us to drive a cliff. I'll send JT. He'll be upside down in a river.
I will give him
I
coordinates
will.
to the cliff.
I will pee on him. Seriously, we got 2 in here. Please say something. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is once again our 6th episode. We've had plenty of views. I don't know how very much long of those views. I could send details to Anthony Xavier only. This channel is gonna grow because some shit's about to pop off that even Anthony's gonna be like, "Wow, what dude? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And he's gonna be like, "Wow, like." Some shit's about to pop off. Not some devil shit. Not some devil shit. We ain't gonna go there. No, it ain't no devil shit. It's the amount of time and respect that I give out for these 2 guys, Anthony and Xavier. Um, Anthony being a good friend of mine, worked with him. I know this motherfucker. Like he's done some really great things for me. Maybe not like but he physically, but he said some shit mentally to me where it stunned me, where it grew conversation. The same with Xavier. He's related more. He's my brother, cousin-in-law kind of thing.
Brother,
I
uncle,
don't know
cousin.
what brother, uncle, cousin thing. Don't know what to call. It sounds hillbilly-ish, but yes, he is. Xavier is amazing. When I think of X, though, when we bring up X, I think of him as in a wheelchair, totally handicapped, but he's not, and he's cooler than Professor X from X-Men, and you guys got to give this channel a shot. Like we're not gonna stop. We're gonna continue to grow. We're gonna continue to put out content. We're gonna continue to put out shorts. And honestly, like there's gonna be one in a lifetime piece appointment that you'll only get one time because I will only get it done one time. Everyone else will get the common stock stuff. So if you're new and we're low on we're 135 in. Like you want to get your name out there, please leave a comment. Like say something that you're watching, and we will in a couple. It could be a couple weeks, maybe 2 months at most. At most, we'll get something done where it's a one of kind hat, t-shirt, sweater, beanie, something where you will only have a one of a kind.
Some other. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool.
Be fucking awesome. It'd be fucking amazing.
We got 3 in here. Hell yeah. 101 done.
How you
We got to
doing?
get some badass shit though.
How you doing? How you doing, Jimmy?
Yo, Ignacio. Hey, you don't count. Get out of here.
Oh man,
Xavier, you didn't want to. He didn't want to answer the phone call. Nothing, bro. We know that's him.
he's out here playing.
He's trying to win the free merchandise that he's about to put money in.
He's out there like, I'm waiting to get that free t-shirt. He's probably got better business.
You know, did I win?
God damn, man. What a night tonight. You made me drink too much tonight, Dave.
You don't drink enough.
I wish. I wish I had my
Dude.
bougie beers. This was expensive though. It's like $40 for 4 cans.
Shut up. Dude,
Next
come
time,
back me up.
and if you guys want to see a fucking drunk podcast, we'll do that too. I'll bring a bunch
Drunk
of ghetto.
podcast.
I mean, if you guys don't mind some ghetto motherfuckers, I'll bring like 3 ghetto motherfuckers. We'll be in the background talking some crazy shit. Like I'm serious too. You want to
Why
do a
don't you
ghetto
just come
episode?
pick me up? Why don't you just come pick me up when you go live?
Nah, man, they said the wrong thing and get it beat up by these homies.
I'll get beat up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to say mate. And if
You're whiter than me, motherfucker. You're whiter than me.
but
Shut
like
up.
ghetto motherfuckers, like we'll just talk about guns and you see motherfuckers smoking menthols behind me and shit like that, Not black
You
folks, like
talking about-
Chicanos,
you want me to go smoke a Newport?
Oh yeah, you look like a Newport motherfucker, dude.
I am.
Yeah, next time we'll have a ghetto episode where we'll have a bunch of ghetto motherfuckers over here. There'll be like people freestyling behind me, like be hearing them and shit too. Ghetto asses.
Can you rap?
Fuck no.
What do you mean, fuck now?
Hell no. What's it look like? Fucking poetry time or something like that, huh?
You don't know rap? You can't. Oh man, bro.
Nah,
You can't be say people spitting behind you, but you can't spit.
I have a lot of recording. I used to I went to college for recording music, like music production, mixing, mastering, sound production for movies, and like a little bit of like game production.
But what about the podcast? You ain't doing nothing for that, right?
But there's not fucking much to do when there ain't no fucking
There is. There's a ton for you to do.
You're recording an immaculate timepiece that you want to save forever on a record. Like calm down. You ain't doing all that. Like if you want to fucking like if you're singing some opera or like you're doing a real song.
Okay, the people watching who think you dropped the harder bars? X, Anthony, or me? I want to know now. No. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna see who can out rap who on a live fucking podcast, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna record the album for beforehand.
No, it ain't happening.
And you only get one take. You got 2 minutes at most. One take.
8 Mile.
If you don't stay, yeah, straight up.
You're super white.
You think motherfucker? I will out rap all three, both of you.
Nah, man.
I say all 3 of us because it's the devil in me. But
I'm not a rapper like that. Nah, I don't do that.
really, bro?
I'd rather make music, like make beats, or like sample songs and do shit like that. I love doing that shit. When I used to go to school, we used to go in like the studios are like super quiet. You go in, like their fucking doors are like this wide, so when you close it, it's sealed. So when you close it, it's like bam, and it's all quiet and everything's all smooth. and then you got these big old speakers that are worth like $5,000 a piece, and you got like 5 of them around you, and it's amazing just to even like listen to some Bob Marley or some shit and just to hear it. It's fucking just peaceful. And I used to love doing shit on the time on my side time. So when I was in college, right, I used to go to school and go to work in the morning. So I get up in the morning at 5 o'clock because I had to start at work at 7. Leave the house at 5. Get to work just in time. Be in traffic for 2 hours, going from fucking Ontario, California, to Arcadia. Not Arcadia, is it? Yeah, going to Arcadia to go to work at Burlington. And I used to work there for 4 hours. Get off. Was it? I used to work till 12, and I used to drive up to my school, and I get there and my class started at 4, so I leave at 12. I get there like maybe, sometimes traffic was good, so maybe an hour. Get there at 1, so I have a few hours. So I just be there in the studio, nothing to do. Tell people, hey, you want to record music? Come on by. Fuck it. I made some money like that too. I told someone I did 2 albums for $500. And he would pay me little by little, give me $100 up front, pay me every other week like $40, whatever. And that's how I used to live. Like for real, record people, go to the studio.
But you can't fucking rap, dude. Give me one more, then I'll rap with it.
I loved making this stuff. Like to be in there and connect a microphone and hear the click of the track playing. And
anyone watching, give me one more.
I love that type of shit. Like just being in the studio, connecting wires and shit. Because it's literally, that's what I used to be. Like it used to be a bus station, like how you, like 2 headphones, like a headphone with 2 jacks in the end. And it would be like, okay, I'm going from the input microphone to a compressor. Then from the compressor to an equalizer. And then I'm going from equalizer to a reverberation, a reverb that makes echoes, Like you have a fucking one microphone going through 5 fucking inputs, outputs and shit. I used to love that type of shit. That was the best time. I used to do work for people too that used to do what's it called? Free short movies. They do movies.
Give me a word.
45 minutes. That's all it was, right? I don't even remember the fucking movie. I did like 3 of them. So what we used to do was like, hey, you need some work on a movie. Yeah, we did this short. We need some Foley work and we need some sound work on it. Okay, cool. Show me what it is. So he'll go ahead and like give us a movie, and the movie was about this girl. One of them was, I remember this. It was about this girl that went and she was drunk and she went and she got lost in a fucking a park, and she met a homeless man sitting on a bench drinking wine. So the whole time, when people don't know this, whenever you see a movie and you hear someone walking, or you hear someone drinking something, or they're moving, it's Foley work. You have to make that happen on a microphone to hear it, and then after you bring all the levels in, you like mix it down. That's why you have so many different tracks. Like, you ever see those faders that are like go up and down? When people have like a big ass one that are like 300 fucking faders, it's because that people that are like mixing movies. It's like we have fucking 5 footsteps over here and 5, clothing movements. That's how we used to do it. So the whole movie was like, okay, start to finish, we're gonna have 45 minutes. In that 45 minutes, we're gonna have 3 clips broken up from those 45 minutes. And they do this with real movies too. They have them clips. They have a 2-hour movie broke down into 10 clips. So now we're going to have in each 10 clips, we're going to have, okay, this person's walking, this person's eating, this person is driving, all that shit. And okay, if I'm walking and I'm walking inside of a building, and we used to do, that's one of the things we did, walking inside of a building on marble floor, and then you enter into a wood floor. So you're going to have to see how many steps you see. Okay, let me see how many steps they see on camera. Because sometimes you hear when they do the movie, they have these lava mics that go on them. The stars, whoever it is. It's something that goes on their t-shirt. Sometimes they conceal it on their body. So you can see like and hear the steps. Where you hear the steps, like you go like, do, 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 do. And then you go beyond, like you don't see their steps anymore, right? So that's what you're doing. You're trying to like calculate how many steps you see. And then after that, how many you hear on the microphone, how many they pick up from just regular voice work in the movie. Then you're going to have someone on the microphone in a booth walking in whatever the fuck. If it's a lady in high heels, you're going to have some weird motherfucker in the high heels. If it's some dude in some big-ass boots, you're going to have some motherfucker in some boots walking on concrete, walking on wood, walking on marble. I'm serious. They get pieces of marble, they get pieces of wood to get all those sounds. because that's what they do. And even like the same thing, like say if I'm doing this, I'm talking, I'm moving, I'm doing this. Say, hey, that motherfucker that he owes me some money. Then why the fuck did you go over there and ask him for it then? What the fuck? Every movement that you've seen me do is called a cloth movement. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a piece of cloth. I have a shirt on. They're gonna get a shirt. You're gonna put it together like this near the microphone. They go, shh. The sound of the movement of a person doing that is gonna be in there too. Everything. Even like, you know, people turning their head like that. Like all that shit. It's crazy to see how much production. I used to like doing that shit. I used to be up to like 4 a.m. in the studio doing that shit, and it's cool. This shit was pretty fun.
But you don't shoot any videos for the podcast.
What kind of shit? I never built like I'm a sound man. I'm not a visual.
Use your fucking imagination. You build a fucking dragon shit and taking your shit in the forest, bro.
Like I'm a sound man. That's all. I love sound. You know.
So if I give you a raw video with no sound, can you put sound to it?
If you had a choice to be deaf or blind, God forbid, if you had a choice to be deaf or blind, what would you be?
Blind.
Exactly my point. I would rather be blind than deaf too, because I don't think I would live in a world without the sense of sound. Like I would.
But see that just fucked everything up, because if I was only blind and I could hear everything, but I was blind, whatever about the zombie apocalypse, dude, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, what if I would see and I can't hear shit? But then the same thing, you know what I mean? I honestly like it really comes down to, would you rather see something? Would you rather see something or hear it? I would rather hear it. For me, I love sound. I'm a sound man. If I can live on a fucking island and have a fucking crate full of just records, if they can tell me, if in a perfect world, if I was fucking standing on an island.
Okay. If you could take one, if you were abandoned and you could only ask for one thing on an island, what would it be? And I want you to ask me the same thing.
One thing? It has to be at least 5. It has to be at least 5.
No, one. Just one.
5.
No, one.
Ain't no way I got one. Because
ask me that. Ask me.
I would rather have, okay, Dave, if you were stranded on the island and you had nothing but music and you only had five different albums or 5 genre of people you can listen to.
No, that's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. You asked me the same question I asked you.
5 things, though. 5 things?
What is one thing? One.
No, I can't do one.
Ask me the one thing.
Okay, what's the one thing you would have there?
Fat bitches.
Fat bitches. I probably have
100%.
Okay, I probably have an.
I'm talking about 220 plus.
I'd have 100 pounds of weed.
Oh damn, dude! I might trade that. Can I trade my answer?
Don't be high motherfucker right now. As long as they have some seeds in that motherfucker too.
Can I trade half the fat bitches for half the pound of weed?
No, man. Sorry, buddy.
That's fine. At least I'm having sex.
Good for you.
But no, like, man. Okay, so I'm not disappointed. But so here's one more thing, and I guess one last thing to add into what we talked about tonight. What the doppelganger is. Do you think your doppelganger would cost you your life?
What now?
Do you think your doppelganger would cost you your life?
Well,
let me put you. Hold on. Let me put you through a hypothetical. Let's just say you're doing your 9 to 5 where I know you work, and there's a doppelganger out there, and he's like, we did this for this much money, for this money amount, and you were working your 9 to 5, and he was doing a drug deal, and someone mistaking you for him because he ripped him off. Do you think that is to be blamed on you?
Well, it depends. One thing, how
It depends. What the fuck?
how exactly does this motherfucker look like me?
Like you,
Exactly to the point. Everything,
to the point.
tattoos, everything.
Well, let's just say he was wearing a long sleeve sweater with
Then fuck him, because
pants.
when it comes down to it, that motherfucker's like gonna get caught. And
No, but you get smoked for him.
if there was someone exactly like me, exactly, I'm talking about.
So hold on. Let me put you through a situation that happened to me. Let me put you let me let you think about this, Anthony. Okay, my wife will tell you this situation. This is one time that I got into it with a doppelganger. When I mean a doppelganger, I mean identical twin. Um, I got into it with one day back when we first got together, and I hit the dude in the elevator, or him and I got into an elevator, and we went to Walmart, and later that evening, as we went to Walmart, I could have sworn I'd seen him, and it was his twin brother. I ended up hitting his twin brother for his brother's mistake, and we became friends with the twins since then. But I still hit the living fuck out of his brother. You see what I'm saying? So like that's like you having a twin brother and like some shit went down and I punched your twin for your mistake.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounds kind of devilish to me, but I don't know.
What do you mean devilish? So basically what happened was like we were walking home one night, he called my wife a fat bitch and fucking we were about to get down, cops drove by, so we separated and fucking saw his twin brother at Walmart and I fucking walked right up to him and I was like, "You got a fucking problem?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I fucking hit him. And this was on 7th and McCarran and I kicked out of Walmart, but I'm allowed back there. And I just recently got my ban lifted from being at Sands and Goldust West.
God damn, you fucking trash.
Dude,
Faggot.
I love to fight, bro. I love violence. Violence solves everything.
Kids, I hope you don't listen. This is not great at
We
all.
got 4 people watching, listening, dude. They all agree on something I've said. Or
Or
you.
okay. Leading. What's the next topic? Last topic. Something interesting. I know you got something up your motherfucking sleeve.
I do. How are you on what of all the things, okay, Anthony, you and I are native, yes, but we share a completely different background. But besides the native part, what is something that you actually love to collect?
Guns.
What do you have? Explain though. You can't say just guns, dude. Like that's gay as fuck. Like, oh, guns. Like, okay, what do you got? Like,
Well,
what do
I
you
don't
like?
know what I got. That's why.
Okay,
You
you
know,
ain't gotta say. Okay, what do you want? Jesus fucking Christ! I'm sorry. Go for it.
I like to collect in ways of when I buy guns, it's either I want something that I can conceal carry nicely, something I can just throw in the truck and have a truck gun and not have to worry about it being lost. I like to carry. I like to collect old guns. Like I like to collect in airs. Like one of my airs right now, I'm almost finishing. I'm trying to collect Vietnam era guns. So I have, an AK, and then I have a 1911, and I have a SKS, and I'm looking for something more like a handgun, for Vietnam type shit, But it's kind of harder to find something like that, you know. I like to collect in those areas, and I want to start a World War II collection, where like I get like a Thompson, and then I can get like a fucking M1 carbine. I like to collect in different areas, like to each his own. like to get guns to hunt with and carry and be all Gucci'd out and have a fucking, Trijicon on your shit with the fucking X300 Surefire. You're like, that's cool. No knocking. I like to have some Gucci shit like that too, but it just to each his own. I like with the purpose. But yeah, I like guns. Things that go bang, bang, bang.
So call me gay, but I like to collect shit my kids love to collect, which is Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Nintendo shit, Mario shit, uh, Sonic. Yeah,
Let me ask you this: do you think Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon is evil? And I'm sorry, you take a break for her too. Just tell me what your thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon evil with their subliminal messages in their cards, like with their symbols and shit.
I don't think they're evil. I think they're peaceful. Um, I could. Oh, shit. Where, where? Hmm. I'm about to. Well, somewhere here, I have really expensive Pokemon cards, but I don't know where they would be, sadly. But my kids love to collect, so I love to collect with them. It's fun. It's a pastime event. Where they are, I don't know.
So you don't think Yu-Gi-Oh and uh Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon are evil, do you, Dave?
No, I do not.
Really? Have you
Why
seen
do
some,
you think they're evil?
because of some of the symbolism they have in the cards and shit?
What?
Because I used to, when I was a kid, that was one of the things I'd never liked Pokemon, but I used to like fucking getting Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was a kid. I remember when my auntie told me one day, my grandma, my auntie saying, that shit is evil. They got all these evil symbols in it. I was like, you're crazy. I remember one day I went through all my shit. I had like a deck of cards. And I went through them and I saw this one of the cards I had. Like, he's this dude with like fucking 4 arms. And in between the 2 arms on one side, he had a pentagram in between them. I swear to God, I remember that shit.
Bro, like I disagree. I got a Charizard that's worth like $1,200.
I'm not saying it's not worth money. I'm just saying, like, why would they put evil symbols in cards like that? Or how about like the
There's
people?
not though.
Have you ever played the Pokemon Go shit?
Yeah,
Do you still play it?
yeah.
You do sometimes. You hear about all
Sometimes.
the people in like Japan and shit that are like fucking got killed because they're like not paying attention, get run over or some shit like that.
No. Dude, I've
No,
heard about people stopping on the highway and dying in the US, but not in
oh, right
Japan.
here. That was in Reno too. Someone was in the middle of the freeway. They stopped right here in the freeway, right before the in rail, like near Rail City exit, on the 80. They stopped in the middle of the fucking highway to try to catch some shit. And almost got hit.
Anthony, if I could stop you real quick, we had the most people since day one watching us right now than we have ever before. If you guys haven't already, please like that subscribe button. Please hit that, like button, subscribe button, notification bell, hit everything. I appreciate it. So with Anthony, and our goal is to continue without, even with Xavier not being here
Who the
tonight.
fuck you at,
Uh,
Xavier? I know you're probably watching too.
Homo.
Oh, dude. Baby Rick Ross. We're missing the Baby Rick Ross. You seen that video where the little boy gets a little beard? He takes the son
No.
of beard. He gets a fake beard. Oh man, I showed him a little fat kid. He's like, oh yeah, let's go get it. I was like, nah, man, your mom will kill me. Come home with a fake beard and shit. That'll be some player ass shit though.
So how do you feel about doing a one on one, like a custom made, like with you signing it, me signing it, and X signing it, and like giving away like a hat or a sweater?
Whatever we make, we all have to have one too though. I don't give a
But
shit.
no. If we do the one on one, they only have one on one. We
It'll
can
be
never imitate
one of five or one of four.
one of four. They would be lucky enough to wear what we like, not like that, but like they would have the first ever one on one of us. But we
Well, they
would
could
make
get the
four.
number one of the four that we made. Because whatever the motherfucker got, I gotta wear two player.
But we would all make different sizes. So like that would be the hardest part is like
Yes. Yeah. Thinking outside the box, huh?
I'm trying to grow the channel as much as possible, bro. I
No.
am trying to think of things that we have never probably you thought about doing before. What does that mean? You're out of alcohol or what?
No, I'm still drinking alcohol. I'm just like, what are we doing over here?
What do you mean? What are we doing? We still got at least like 9 fucking minutes before the live ends. Like
Fucking con me into 3 hours a day, Dave.
you're goddamn right, I did because X didn't show up, so I'm gonna fucking make you goddamn go.
What,
Just
man?
like I hope you made me go.
Drinking too much today too. You caught me fucking off guard. Talking about baby Rick Ross and shit. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
didn't say anything about Baby Rick Ross. You
No,
did.
I'm saying this baby Rick Ross. I'm gonna go get with myself.
No, he looks like a T Rex, bro, with no arms.
Small but dangerous.
Not even this small. Sorry. Maybe a little dangerous. Maybe a little bit. My brain now.
Well, what is your last subject of the night, David?
Well, we got 5 in here. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share the shit out. Um, last topic. So, if anyone that is watching, if you want to say something you would like us to talk about, I'd really appreciate it. If not, I will think of something random.
Oh, they're fucking thinking, hoping we're fucking ending it now.
Well, we are. We got 5. So someone might say something, or I will think of something completely random. And we'll wait about a minute.
How about something I
Yeah.
thought of, right? You ever heard about I heard one time, right? One of the people I used to talk to, he was a native dude, straight pure Paiute, regular Paiute. He was registered to the reservation at Lake Pyramid. He would tell me about ceremonies he went through. I told you about his ceremony where he saw his dad. He was smoking a joint with him because he was like afflicted about him smoking weed and knowing if it was okay with his dad. And I told you that, right? Well, the whole thing was he taught me about like different ceremonies and how different tribes have their own ceremonies. He's the one who told me about how with the Shoshone Paiutes we're supposed to have a chant where there's men beating the drum, chanting as we run against a tree and bang our head, and then dance. Repeat that until we have a vision. But for him, it was more of like a self mutilation thing where he would hang himself by hooks on a tree to get
Okay.
the same effect. And he saw a vision of him and his dad. Like when he had the vision, he said that the drums were beating, and it was everyone chanting, and he was dancing, and he just got down from the tree because he was doing the ceremony. And as the beat was drumming, he remembered that he heard everything fade away. And then he remembers he seen his dad dancing next to him. And he said, "Oh man." And he said that he had a joint in his hand. And he passed it to him. And he hit the joint. He's like, yeah, just hitting the joint just felt just like hit a joint. You know, you hit a joint, comes to your head, you feel the whole thing, the whole effect. And he asks his father, like, Dad, is everything okay with me with this? His dad knew what he was talking about. He said, yes, son, you're okay. After he said that, he felt everything come back. He felt all the sound of the drum beating, the chanting, everything. And he told me, like, everything felt okay because that was the affliction he had in his life. It's crazy to hear the ceremony because he was one of the dudes, right? God damn, what was I just talking about right now? But he was one of the people I talked to, right, about symbolism and music, and how people say like the big conspiracy is how music is a big influence because of the magic that's involved. The
You know,
hypnotism.
see what we need, honestly, Anthony, and tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me. Don't hesitate to say
You're
no.
hesitating to tell me. Hurry up.
Natives need to shut the fuck up and get over each other's different beliefs. If you're Shoshone, Paiute, Paiute, Shoshone, if you're fucking Blackfoot, whatever the fuck Native American you are, you like, I am sorry, but like, as you know, I am part Native. I feel like we are in disagreement on a lot of things, but so are a lot of different other races.
That is true. Very true. Very true indeed. But back to what I was saying. Do you feel being a Native American and hearing the ceremonies involved with the chanting and the drums, music, essentially music, do you feel that it's safe to say that music is a strong influencer spiritually in a negative or a positive way?
A positive way, guaranteed.
Positive, but do you feel that they could be people can be affected by music in a negative way without them unknowing, unbeknownst to them, without them knowing? Do you think that's possible?
Yes, yes, because I have been inflected by music in a negative way without me knowing
A lot
until I
of
realized
people
that I
do
was
like,
doing the wrong.
and this is coming from a devil worshiper here, folks. Right to your ear, from his fucking mouth to your ears, and it may not be an intentional thing, but okay, laying the foundation for this, Dave. How do you feel about subliminal messages in music?
I feel like they're wrong.
You think they're right?
Um, yes.
And I'm glad you said
Um,
that, right. You know why? Because when I was in school, when the effects that we were taught to make things mean. You ever seen those like there was this one thing right where like you ever see like someone say, oh, they sound like shit, and then they some dude in the studio home mixing shit and it makes them sound all great. You ever see that type of shit? Like you ever hear
yeah.
Pain? Everyone knows T-Pain, right? T-Pain with his auto tune shit. You know what auto tune is, right? It tunes your voice to be able to sing a note that you're not used to singing. So say if you were to sing a fucking Whitney Houston song and you can't hit all them fucking notes, right? I put on an auto tune. If you're really giving your all and you're trying and you're still not hitting those notes, I can put the auto tune in the track to make you hit those sounds to hit the note that you're trying to hit. But it's a knob. It's like I can go fucking 100, I can go 50, I can go 30, whatever. But it's the discretion of the mixer, the producer in the studio.
But you can't rap.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
No, no, no. But you did say it though. So if I give you a word, you can rap off
That
it.
has nothing to do with note tracking it and no auto correcting. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about auto tune.
I'm trying to get views. So can you
And
rap
then
or not?
we're getting off track here, David. Hold on. Like I said, there's an effect called backtracking. It's an effect, and everyone knows. Anyone that use Pro Tools, Pro Tools is used to mix and match movies and all of the music nowadays. Pro Tools, the biggest industry use it. Pro Tools has a feature where you can go into a vocal pattern because when people record vocals, they record sometimes two, three, four in the same song. It's one track, another track that has another backtrack vocal to make things sound more full, like there's 5 people singing at once. There can be a track that it's an ad-libs, yeah, like the whole time. That's how it is, It's ad-libs. There's a track that you can double your regular vocals, go back, and you can make yourself say things in backwards.
Give me a word. Give me a word.
It's called backtracking. So the way you do it is you have yourself sing in the song. You have a track where you're saying things that you want to say in a certain part of the song that's gonna blend in, because all it is I have 5 tracks that has your vocals, right? But that one is the one that has that weird shit in it. All you gotta do is turn that fucking vocals down and EQ it so it blends in the background of things. I know that's possible. I know it is because I've seen it. I've had tracks from the Eagles. I've had tracks.
Why haven't so let me ask you this: why haven't we made a Peace Pipe podcast CD?
God damn it, David! You still harping on that shit. We're getting away from the plane here, player. There's backtracking. There's back masking. There's things going on in the music industry that has no sense to it. Like I told you, being a Native American, right? You believe in spiritual affliction, whether it be good or bad. With music,
We
right?
just gotta use. No, you're overthinking it. We just gotta use Xavier with AI, okay, to be our front leader.
Okay, what if you made a devil CD with Xavier's
It
AI?
doesn't. It doesn't need a devil. It just
producing it, right? And we talked about how the war needs to end because people are crazy, and then you just stop talking about crazy shit. Would you think that's not possible?
I think it's possible.
To even implant that in someone's mind, right? To like, even though it's crazy sounding, what if we say, stop washing your ass because it's fucking ending the world, and we made a fucking whole album? It might not be that, you know.
Putting myself millions, motherfucker. We're trying to make money. I ain't gonna lie. You might lie to the viewers. I'm not gonna lie to the viewers. I'm here for money. Like I'm glad you're watching, but
I don't know where.
cha-ching,
I don't know where.
cha-ching.
But anyways, yeah, I think that's a true thing that can happen because I seen it in the studio with the equipment, with the real people, with the back tracks of the stem tracks. If you know what I'm talking about, the stem tracks, old production sound for things, big artists. I've seen it. Backtracking, I've seen that shit in the music. I don't know. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, Dave. But yeah, that's the thing.
No, I get it, but you're not answering the question that I kept giving you. Is you can't spit?
Why do you want to know if I spit?
Because maybe I
Irrelevant.
can. Maybe I can. And irrelevant. It's easy to rhyme with.
No. I'd rather make music.
Dude,
I'd rather make sounds on a keyboard.
we gotta do it in person though, and just make a fucking album. At least one song, bro. Everyone's done it.
You're
At
gonna be
least
like
make
the
one.
dude from fucking Superbad, that one kid that made a rap album. Or you're gonna be like Steve-O making a rap album.
I'm gonna blow your mind like Tech Nine.
I like Take Nine. He's dope. Even though he's a little devilish too.
He is.
You know he was on the fucking Tupac album too.
He was.
Yeah, Take Nine is old school. Hell yeah, Take Nine is dope.
No, he's dope. Hey, Anthony, don't leave. Everyone that's watching, this is the Peace Pipe podcast. This is the end. I am gonna end it here. But before I do, there's two things I gotta ask. One thing I have to ask is that you like the video, you subscribe, and you follow for more, and you hit that notification bell so you know next time I put a short for the channel and we go live and you have Anthony on here and you have X on here and we have a guest or in the future. You guys are here. But before I end it, I do have to say, Xavier, I hope everything is okay. As for Anthony, I'm gonna let him say his goodbyes.
Yeah, just like always, the Peace Pipe Podcast. We're all in a circle. Just like I see you, I see your monkey ass. You see me. I'm here to not tell no lies. Until the next time. I might be drunk again, but I will see you next time.
There you go. Until the next one.